I can't fuck with snakes. I ain't all the way back from my people, I pray I won't fortune for fame. I'm finna turn up and get they ass a taste. I thought I was global, they screaming my name. I'm everywhere like I'm the Chicago way.
All right, now let us know who we got in the Chicago way today.
It's your boy Montana 300.
J Real, big block, you know what I'm coming.
Yeah, no fatigue, FG.
Charlie at 300 TO3.
Gun B, 6'6".
Everybody is under the label known as FG.
Yes, sir.
Most definitely.
You know, a lot of people don't know. FG's been way longer than 2014, hasn't it?
Yeah, facts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did my own work. And I'm pretty sure you're one of the OG FGs, right, J Real?
Most definitely.
Yeah, I remember I saw that one picture. You said, this how long I've been FG. Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
Yeah. But yeah, though, so for the longest, FG been a brand, and it's just very nice to get the whole brand together, you know?
Right.
Yeah, for shit show. But how everybody feeling?
I'm good, man. We good.
Blessed,
Yeah, we all good, man.
Yeah. It's good. It's good because, like, of course, everybody from Chicago is aware of Montana 300, but one thing that's just as important as the face, well, I'm not going to put that, I'm not going to say it like that, I correct myself. One thing that's just as important as Montana is the whole team, because Montana make it very clear numerous times on Instagram and in his music that without the team, it ain't much of a foundation, so it's about everybody. So all y'all play a major part for this, so I'm just thankful to be in a room with everybody.
What's up, man? Appreciate you having us, man.
Yeah, for sure. This interview is sponsored by Firehouse. Thank you for the space, and thank you for allowing great talent to be in this studio production.
Yes, sir.
Now let's get it all cracking. You could have been on DJ U again. You could have been on 16 Shop. You could have been on True Teller. You could have been on Dre O. And I think you were there before.
Yeah.
You could have been on No Jumper again. You could have been with DJ Academics. You could have been anywhere in the world, but everyone's fucking with the way today, and I appreciate y'all for that. Now, I would start with the basic question and ask where you're from, but I'm not going to do that because at this point, it's established where you're from. Chicago, Illinois. But a lot of people keep questioning that because they're not aware of the hood you're from. So let's break it down. Where in Chicago are you from?
I'm from the PCs. 2822 South Calumet, apartment 909. Shout out my building, PCN and this bitch, man.
And are you the only one from the PCs?
Yeah, out of us. I'm the only one. Yeah.
All right.
If you ask anybody from the PCs that know that area, you know what I'm saying, they gonna tell you about me. Yeah.
And not too long ago last year, I actually did interview somebody who was aware of the PCs. Her name is Big Moolah, and her brother Back Black.
Gotcha.
And I asked them. Well, first of all, they mentioned how you was one of their influences as far as music. Then I asked them, wait, do you believe he's from Chicago? They said, of course, he's from 2822 South Calumet. I don't know if you met her or not. I'll probably remind you later.
Man, but shout out to them though.
Yeah, for sure. But another thing that Black Bag told me that should have been established, that you been said you was from the PCs in your Versace remix. And if I'm not mistaken, that was
13, 12, 13, one and two.
Yeah, one of those years. But you been said this, but a lot of people ain't catch on. So now I'm making it clear. But yeah, though, the PCs, it's not really much of a talked about area as far as nowadays. So.
Yeah, they tore. It was a big building shaped like a L shape, and they tore it down. A long time ago, they tore our shit down. So we don't got no. As far as me making it with rap now, we don't got no building to go back to. But 4th of July, everybody usually that lived in the building, they still go over to Dunbar Park and shit and like barbecue and stuff like that. So that's like the closest that we get to like coming back and really seeing each other. If we go back around. So how do you say, last of a dying breed. You got people from over there that had kids since then. The kids didn't get to grow up in the building because the buildings wasn't up then. You know what I'm saying? So I'm basically like some of the last of the ones that was over there in that building.
And I ain't gonna lie. For someone who's been how old are you?
I'm 35.
You don't look like it.
Yeah.
But that's because you don't smoke and drink, right?
Yeah, I don't smoke, don't drink, never been high in my life, never been drunk in my life, never had a shot of anything.
Not even a shot?
Not a shot. Never had popped a pill, none of that shit.
You didn't even want to try it. Oh, okay.
No.
I mean,
you don't want to try it?
I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody has tried at least thousands of times. Like, come on, bro, you gotta try it just one time. I know you don't do it, but just one time. You always say no.
No, nobody put no pressure on me like that.
Nobody wants pressure you.
No.
You got some real friends, man. A lot of my friends.
I'd have motherfucker, hey bro, you wanna hit this blunt? I don't smoke. Oh damn, I ain't, you know, that's about it. Ain't nobody never. Oh come on, man. You know, never no shit like that. Nah, hell no.
Hey, some people change over the years, but all right, man. But yeah, though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not really one that's familiar with the PC. So for you to be one of the only few and last of a dying breed to break this down, it's like I'm learning something new about the city that I didn't already know at the time.
Right.
So but is there anyone else that we might be aware of now that's from the PCs as well?
That's doing music?
Yeah.
No, I don't think nobody making a. Like I say, I'm kind of like the last of our wave from that era of our building being tore down like we was teenagers. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So we some of us, we got kids now, but our kids didn't grow up there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we was some of the last babies. You got certain kids that was around then, but they wasn't hustling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They wasn't shooting and having their wars in the building. You know what I'm saying? So the niggas that was doing that, a lot of them they locked up. Even dead now. You know what I'm saying? And we got some OGs that's still around. And they might pop up at the park and stuff like that. So or when they do see me, some of them pop out to some of my shows. Some of them moved away. So when I go to that state or something like that, they might come out and show love and fuck with me and shit like that. But they remember me when I was younger, running around and stuff like that. So they proud of me and happy for me. Yeah.
And it's very rare to have people that's still solution, because nowadays when people get to a certain standard in life or a certain point position in life, they don't really be congratulating as much, or if they do congratulate, it wouldn't be with honesty,
Right.
Yeah. But now in Chicago and everything, wait, you say you were 35, so I'm pretty sure it don't really much apply to you and everything.
No,
but
I'm 37.
Oh, 37?
Yeah, my bad. On the internet, if you can look at the internet, they got me 6'1", 35. I'm 37.
Oh
37.
shit!
I just don't, like I said, I don't smoke or drink, so I just look younger, than what I am. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a good thing, and hopefully I can get to that point in life too. And I'm gonna say this once again to the youth. You do not have to do pills, because when you get to your older age, you want to look like this. But yeah, though, in Chicago, from a rapper by the name of Take a Poem, he said before it was gang banging, it was school banging, meaning my school was from two of your schools. So apparently in Chicago, it's like a thing. In schools, you would get into it with other schools just because it's a school rivalry.
Right.
Did you ever experience that growing up?
No, I didn't. It wasn't like that. Cause I went to high school in Peoria, Illinois. So, and that's being there. That's why I met them. I met these three: Tally, No Fatigue, and J Real. I met them in Peoria. So, as me getting the beefs and stuff we had with people. Everybody had their little cliques. I think that's kind of like going on anywhere, especially with shorties, teenagers going into their early 20s and stuff like that.
Agreed.
And so yeah, just between that and Chicago, I was the nigga from Chicago. When I got to Peoria, that's the first nickname they was calling me. Oh, Chicago, blah, blah, blah. But as I got older, I always went home and, visit my family and stuff like that. Or, when I go back to the PCs, they, nigga, where you been? I'm Peoria. Peoria, what the fuck is that? And it was like the people that would know, it would be older people. And they would know because Peoria got a big history of like basketball and state championships. So, they had like a wave in like the 90s where they was just like winning state championships back to back to back to back. You know what I'm saying? Like 4, 5 in a row type shit. You know what I'm saying? So they was really known for basketball, but they had street niggas too. You know what I'm saying? Like it's niggas that just like every hood. You got bitch ass niggas and you got niggas that's really really about that, and niggas that really do that to you. So Peoria got all of that. I can say that. But yeah, that's why I started hustling at in Peoria, like as far as like streets. You know what I'm saying? I would come back and forth on the highway, Chicago, get my shit, go back there, flood the land, dump. You know what I'm saying? And my niggas was getting it. Came a long way from leaving that type of shit to getting into music and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what it is. And you can ask the motherfucker. Said since he first came to Peoria, they say where you from? Chicago. It ain't like, oh, after I've been there for 2 years or 3 years or 4 or 5, I'm gonna start lying and start saying, no, I'm from here now. Like, shit don't work like that. So you always stay true to who you are, where you from, no matter who the fuck accept it. It's like, shit, you go check my resume. It's like, no, always ask the nigga, I'm from where I'm from. This my mom, this my dad. That's gonna stay like that. Just cause I come over here and got a stepmom, I got a stepdad, and who your mom and dad? I'm gonna stop saying that person. I'm gonna say you now because you've been raising me for 2 years, or I've been around you for 2. It's like, no, I don't work like that. It just is what it is. And then you got also people that look at where you're from. Some people think, you know, most Chicago mentality motherfuckers, they want to know what hood you're from, and they say where you're from. You know, you got some people that's getting, you know, and this will be places, different states from all over. Nigga, I want to know exactly where you was born at. You know what I'm saying? Certain shit like that. Some people be like, oh man, you from Peoria because I went to school with him. It's like, yeah, you did go to school with me, but you know what I'm saying? So you got people that say shit like that. I think somebody said before, wherever you beefed at, that's where you from. Some people, wherever you blew up at from, that's where you from. You know, you got, and also look at it too, like, you got Derrick Rose who went to Memphis for 1 year, you know, college. Sometimes when he get introduced, it's, you know, coming from Memphis. Then the next game, they from Chicago, Illinois. But you know what he mean. You know what they mean when they say he's from Memphis. Even though he spent 1 year in Memphis, that's enough for the rest of his life. Somebody's gonna say, nigga, he from Memphis, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I understand when some people, you know, he from Peoria, it's like, I'm not offended by it. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me.
Oh, you're not offended?
I'm not offended by it. But when somebody say, oh, he lying, he not from Chicago, like that's a whole different story.
Okay.
But if somebody say, like, no, I know dude from Peoria, no, they tell the truth, they probably do know me from there. Well, they first heard about me when I was in Peoria. That might be their story. You know what I'm saying? How they know me. So I understand it when people say shit like that. But don't try to act like I'm on here capping when I talk about, you know, me being from Chicago or, you know, certain shit like that. Like, yeah. But that's all it is. It ain't really no, at the end of the day, like I said, I don't give a fuck if I'm from goddamn Hawaii. The way I'm built, the way I function, the way I'm wired, like mentally, moving as a man, as a father, all that type of shit, businessman, homie, partner, all that type of shit, nobody fuck with me with this shit, man. So I'm solid all the way around.
For sure.
No matter what somebody think or want to accept, or you know, or where you from, whatever that means to somebody.
Yeah, and you broke it down very clearly and everything too. So a lot of people should understand that, but still, it's some people that.
Yeah.
But that's something that separates you from a lot of people. Is that where you at mentally? It's at a level where only a few people can comprehend, understand, and also be able to reach to. Right. It's like,
or even correct themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people that's like, damn, I saw the whole interview. I'm gonna still say this, what the fuck? You know, I'm gonna still say you're not from Chicago. Like, fuck it, cause I just want to bash the nigga. I want to say something bad. I want to say something negative about him. I can't say he can't rap. So I'm gonna just say, man, I heard that nigga not even really. They ain't gonna say the interview they just watched. They ain't gonna say how he broke it down already. And, you know, so a lot of people not willing to correct themselves. You know what I'm saying?
And I seen it on camera too. It's certain people who have done interviews speaking on you. Right. They cannot say you can't rap, but still they will say.
I gotta have something negative to say. You know, it's even like, you know, anybody with greatness. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people, they waiting on that moment. It's like, if I could catch a flaw, or you could. I remember even just coming up, you let a motherfucker watch a video, show them for your new video. Motherfucker say, watch, and then when it's over, they say, man, bro, I can't even hate. It's like, I didn't ask you to hate. But there's some people that'll watch from that aspect, like, I'm looking for one little thing, like, bro, you did that. Like, that motherfucker raw, you know what I'm saying? And you know, there's some people that's like, you know, they looking for flaws, or they waiting. Somebody that's great, LeBron James being this great. And it's like, oh, he left Cleveland. Literally. I'm finna pick at that. Oh, he's doing all this great shit. He flopped. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pick at that. He's a bitch because he flopped before. It's like, you know, so some people that's waiting on the moments or waiting on something that seems like it's not solid about you. So, you know what I'm saying? They want to, you know, it could be, oh, LeBron James can't even look like he's finna complain to a ref. They gonna, bitch, shut your weak ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, instantly, like, bitch, you better not look like you thinking about. They can go watch the replay, see his arm got smacked, everything, and then they ignore that. You know what I'm saying? They won't correct themselves or take their words back.
It is those type of people in the world.
And then you just, once you study people and you understand people, man, it's like, it's all the way back to, this shit can go even way deeper, like to the aspect of, you know, the word Jesus and the letter J. And it's people that find out the letter didn't exist when he lived, but I'm still gonna call him Jesus. it's like they're not willing to correct themselves. It's all about what I'm comfortable doing. If I'm comfortable hating on you, I'm going to continue to hate on you. If I go around a circle full of motherfuckers and your name get mentioned, I'm going to bring up the hate. I'm going to bring up, hey man, that nigga not even from Chicago. I heard. I'm just saying what I heard. It's like, no, tell me about the interview you just heard where he broke it down. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't see me, you know what I mean, on raps. Like, I'm from Chicago, so I'm a real nigga. Like, Chicago don't mean it's all real niggas there. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Chicago, so I'm a real killer. It's like it's killers everywhere. So this ain't no, I need some points from Chicago. Like I said, if that's the case, I'll be, hey bro, let's all say we're from Chicago. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the fucking that was the fucking case.
Oh yeah, that reminds me.
No.
Tally, I did homework on you too a while ago, and correct me if I'm wrong on this. We did a DJ Smalls interview, and I'm not sure if it's been a minute since I watched it, but I think one of your managers tried telling you to claim Chicago, but you refused to do so.
Yeah, we it was like actually our first manager we ever had. We met down in Atlanta, and she actually was from Peoria. And so we met her through somebody that we knew from here. From Peoria, and you know, she basically, you know, trying to do her little business strategy that she got, her marketing strategies. Oh yeah, I think you should say you from Chicago. It was just me and bro at the time, really. You know what I mean? And no, we was rapping with another dude named Cheese and shit. And she wanted us both to say we was from Chicago, like bro and shit. And I just it never happened.
Yeah, it didn't take that long to say no, right?
Yeah, no.
All right, but yeah, though, Tally, T, and J Real, Peoria, right?
Yes, sir.
Butler's 1500.
Sure. Now, how do y'all want to break down how y'all met Montana?
Well, I met bro first. I met bro in school.
All right.
Shit, young in school. That's where I first met him. We really met on some. He just was cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? The nigga knew how to rap and shit. You know what I mean? He was just cool. You know. And shit, I don't know. I used to kind of stay to myself and shit a lot. And I don't think he really. I think he kind of did the same. Another reason why we kind of noticed him and shit too. But he kind of like clicked with my brother. Before me and him really was on the same page. Him and my brother was more so on the same page. They was more rowdy and like wrestling and fighting and shit, you know what I mean? And so they kind of, you know, it's like that. But that's how we met and shit. And ever since then, shit, you know, like again, bro was back and forth in the city, so I not see him out, you know, and shit. And we linked back when we was like 14 or something like that. Through his sister. Somehow his sister met one of my uncles and shit. And I guess she was describing us one day, because she had been over to the crib. And she went back to the city and was, you know, I guess was describing us. And motherfuckers really don't know, like, how, not that we don't know this my man or no shit, but the nigga really raw at a lot of shit. Like, when I did first meet the nigga, you know, he knew how to draw real good and shit. You know, I was into drawing, so like the nigga just got, so how we got back linked his memory when she describing us, the nigga got a fucking crazy ass memory. Like he be remembering, oh no, it was this year at this time, and I mean, how the fuck you remember this shit? You know what I'm saying? But it could be the not smoking this shit. Who knows? But the nigga memory is crazy, you know what I mean? So she describing us and how he let him tell it. He, you know, he get to breaking down. Do he look like this? Is it like, you know what I mean? He just off what she described, and he knew it was who I was and shit, and who he was and shit. And sure enough, he asked could he pop up next time she slide and shit. It was him. Shit, he popped out the car. I couldn't believe it. This ain't my boy.
Oh man.
She was on since then though, since we was 14, cause my brother, he, you know, he was a loner too. He was you know, doing his own thing, so I was kind of still by myself. So when bro came back around, shit, just came my little brother.
Sure. Real, T.
Shit, bro, like 4 years older than me, so he already had it going on, like shit, the same impact, like wherever he was at, he was gonna have an impact, like shit, he had a big impact in Peoria to the point shit, motherfuckers really want him to claim that motherfucker. So shit, like, on my soul, like, so everybody was, like, he was already coming through with the Chevy on those foes. You know what I'm saying? So he already had it, and he was already rapping in the town, and he was already cold as hell then. So, shit, and we had a mutual homie and shit. I think we, like, got introduced somehow like that, but shit, one day folks was, jugging off the porch and shit on, in my hood, and I had came over there and just chilled with him. I guess he was done dumping, and he had asked me shit that I want to ride with him and shit. I hopped in traffic with him, and shit, really the rest is history. He became like a big brother to me ever since then. And shit, fronted me shit, I was fucking that shit up, you know what I'm saying? Fronted me some more shit, fuck that shit up, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I had to get that shit, I had to take that advice that came with that shit. He wasn't just fronting shit, you know what I'm saying? I was fucking that shit up, you know? And that's really how it became. This shit became my big brother.
Well, yeah, shit. Tally my blood cousin, so I go to his crib, what's that, Lydia Street? Yeah, so my first time meeting him was on Lydia Street. I probably was young as fuck, probably like 10 type of shit.
10?
Yeah, I was young as hell.
He the youngest one.
Yeah. So, shit, me and my brother used to go there. Shit, we'd go up to Logan, hoop, all type of little shit. I used to go up there shoot for dollars. Shit, that's really about it though. That's just how I met him, just brutality. And then, shit, ever since it was.
Let me say
like
this
that.
though real quick. Yeah, he probably was like 10. I think we might have been like 15 or some shit. But I seen him, and it's like, you know, to me it's like it's a little kid. Like, you know, he not on nothing that we on. You know what I'm saying? So I see him, remember him type shit, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, he not on what we on, so that's cool. So later on, I'm gonna like fast forward to maybe like 2015 or something like that. He telling me like, man, this, you know, cuz be rapping and shit too, you know. And I think he like played like some shit that he had in the car and shit one day. And it was like, man, it's the same little nigga that, you know, he be older now and shit, you know. I'm like, yeah, that was pretty good, you know. Like, I'm actually like impressed. Like, then maybe like a couple weeks later, a month later, something like that, he played something else. Like, nah, man, this dude's a little different. You know what I'm saying? Like, Sauce actually saying something. And I'm like, so now it's like he growing on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me play that, you know, pause. But let me play that again. Play that again. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you know, that dude, and it's like, I couldn't compare him to nobody else that I heard. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he kind of sound more like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, and then the sauce that he had, it wasn't like, okay, this is the sauce that he using, and it's the same sauce again in this song. And it's the same, it was like, no, it was just different shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's what made him really stand out to me and shit. So, like, you know, who we fucking with, ooh, he like, man, cuz just be to himself, you know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking about a couple times I seen him walking, like as a teenager, certain times I would see him walking, like whether it's going to school or something, or I don't know. But I seen him by himself, like literally. Same way he say he be by himself. The other times I've seen him over the years, he was by himself, you know what I'm saying? And didn't nothing look pussy about him or clownish about him or lame, you know what I'm saying? It just was like he was you know, he was to himself, and it was like, no, he headed somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Like he going somewhere, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You see somebody got their own thing going on or whatever type of mission, whether it was school, I'm going to meet with a bitch or get some money, whatever. It just looked like he was focused on where the fuck he was going, and he wasn't worried. You know what I'm saying? He didn't look like he need a ride, or, you know what I'm saying, I'm fucked up out here. Nothing. It just looked like, no, he getting somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So to hear that he's actually being productive, you know what I'm saying? That's when I had to ask him, like, man, you need to, you might as well just come fuck with us then if you're not fucking with nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like because I felt like we was at that level. You know what I'm saying? Mentality, like as far as rapping, like nobody fucking with us type shit. And it's like, no, add him and his sauce, and the fact that I've heard multiple songs with him and he's not saying one thing that seemed like it's weak, some clown shit, some lame shit, nothing. It's like, no, he's solid. Like, he's making solid tracks. Got sauce, got some shit that me and you don't have, his own type of sauce. And it was just like, so I had to, you know, bring bro around. But yeah, you go ahead, Don D. You can tell him how you
Yep.
how you met me and
Wait
shit.
on his ass to ask.
Yeah,
I was about to say, I was definitely gonna ask the next before you told your story.
Nah, but
I'm glad you told it.
Yes,
But yeah, though. Now,
Shit, hey, I met folks with a roommate out in the Onyx. Yeah, I'm from here, from the Greens.
Cabrini.
Yeah, 6'6".
OT is what they call it now, but yeah.
That's brother now. But I'm from the Whites, 6'6". Fall, they knocked our shit down, you know. But yeah, OT, that's what we got left. Foster Greens. I met bro in the Hundreds. Dudes some niggas I was going to school with. Shit went south. Shit, I'm fucking with bro.
Alright, good.
It was that.
Alright.
That would have made sense for.
Man,
That was shit. That shit was like what, 11 years ago. Damn.
11 years.
When you
2012.
shot that
2012?
up,
2012, yeah.
Damn.
Been this shit for a long time.
I just say no new niggas.
Oh shit.
Hey, I was just about to say that too. The old new niggas was literally.
Nah, for real.
So you telling me y'all all was introverts, but somehow y'all became a group?
Yeah, bro put a motherfucker in this shit for real.
And it wasn't even like no, like we don't got no group, like that's the name of the group, you know what I'm saying? Like we FG, like you could be FG, you the cameraman, you know what I'm saying? You doing it's like we FG in this bitch. So I'm looking at the shit, I ain't looking at you like a dollar sign, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at you like this, nah, this my bro. So I hope his money is straight, whether they got to do with music or not. It's some motherfucker there signing artists, it's like, nigga, if you start rapping, I don't care to talk to you no more. You know what I'm saying? If you stop doing it, you ain't on my type of time, I don't give a fuck about your pockets after this shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the case with me. Like, I want these niggas to be good, age 40, 50, 60. You know what I'm saying? Even if it ain't music, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, bro, you could pick me up. It's a lot of, pick up the phone. There's a lot of niggas that, deal with shit. People out here committing suicide, all type of shit. It's like, for me, I'm the nigga, I've let my niggas know, my brothers know, like, bro, you going through some shit. Don't ever feel like you don't got nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, pick up the phone, you need some advice, whatever. Same way a nigga could ask for $1, nigga, you could ask for some advice. You could ask, what should I do? You know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 blah. So it's a lot of men that don't know that they can do that, and there's a lot of men that don't have a motherfucker like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a good advice or anybody to get them any good advice. So, like I said, I love these niggas beyond music. It ain't about, a dollar. I always tell people, relationships is way more important than a dollar. I can give you $100 in due time, it's gonna run out. Me and your relationship could be so tight that our kids make doing business together. You see what I'm saying? Because they know and respect the relationship that their dads had. You know what I'm saying? My dad loved dude, and I know my dad loved dude kids. So I'm gonna be right by him. I ain't gonna stab him in the back like he's some clown I just met. You know what I'm saying? Like he just a dollar sign. Like this shit is deeper. A lot of times that's why a lot of people hang on a religion so much, because it was given to us from our parent. You know what I'm saying? Like my grandma was serious about this. My mama was serious about this. My dad is serious about this dude and his kids and his family, and so I better be just as serious as my dad was about them. You know what I'm saying? And I could be dead and gone one day. It could be a motherfucking officer like, dude, I was just bumping your dad's shit, blah, 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 blah. I gave his son a pass when I pulled him over. You know what I'm saying? Certain shit like that. So you never know what you're doing. That's why it's always just be good to be solid. Wherever you go, be grounded. Don't ever feel like you're sitting up so high that you look down on anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you the same respect I give him. I'm going to give this waiter that's bringing us our food the same respect I give, your sister, my sister, you know what I'm saying, my daughter, you know what I'm saying, because at the end of the day, that could be my daughter serving somebody food one day. And a nigga over here throwing money on the floor, being disrespectful, certain shit like that. So don't ever think that shit can't turn and you be on the other side of the table with somebody that you love on the other side of the table. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people would get that power and, they abuse it, if that make any sense.
It does.
And, so yeah, it's like, I carry myself like that. Like, I don't give a fuck about, if we shine, I gotta have the biggest chain. You know what I'm saying? If we shine, I gotta have the biggest car. I gotta make sure everybody know that I'm outdoing y'all. It's like, no, I love to hear a motherfucker say, man, shit, T had the best verse. shit don't bother. I love that. I mean, he doing his thing. He won somebody over. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck, motherfucker. Damn, that nigga, he look like he got the most money over there. That's perfectly fine with me. You're not finna make me go in my pocket some more because I fear somebody might say that again. You know what I'm saying? Like, no type of shit. Like, nah, bro, we all look good. Bro just said on one of his songs, like, shit, everybody around me eating, you can't tell who up. And it's like, at the end of the day, man, your comfort is everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, be in your comfort zone. It's like, nigga, I'm finna go spend 20 bands on this chain. I ain't gave one of my brothers 2 bands, 1 band. I'm gonna spend it over here, you know, been on this chain because somebody might think I fell off. Somebody might think I don't got much money as the next rapper. It's like, that shit not my responsibility. It's not my responsibility for you to feel like, oh man, you think you got more money than Dirk? You think you got more money than Herb? It's like, you know, when you get nigga, and I tell my sons this, my son's 11, 16. I tell them, like, man, never watch another man's pockets and never feel entitled to shit. You know, yeah, your brother, he might make it to the NBA, but you gotta go get your bag. Don't be one of them niggas sitting around, man, when my brother make it, we all good. Never be one of them niggas that, man, when bro make it, we all know, bro, we gotta all work, bro. We gotta get our own bag. But you gonna be the reason your brother fucking fall off because you know what I'm saying, you wasting his money. You just helping him spend his money. You're not helping him make more money. What can you do to bring to the table? You know what I'm saying? You got your brother bringing the fucking table and everything on the table, and you just sitting here like this because we blood. Like, this shit don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you gotta go get your bag. I don't want you leeching off your fucking brother.
All right.
Right.
Side note here. I'm assuming you do watch Netflix from time to time, but did you ever see this Kevin Hart series called True Story?
I think I might have.
You had to talk about it a little more.
Okay, basically,
The hotel stuff.
yeah.
That was the hotel with Wesley Snipes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good as fuck. Wesley Snipes was his brother, yeah.
Did your son see that show?
I don't know if my son seen it, but that's a good shit. I'll sit down with them to watch it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that, what you just said, make sure they get the same message.
Right. No, facts.
See, I ain't gonna spoil it for them, but I'm glad y'all know what I'm talking about here.
Yeah.
Yeah. But alright though. Yeah.
Man, it's crazy. I forgot all about that shit.
True story. Literally true story. It's on Netflix. Yeah. I think Kara was trying to say something, but
Yeah, me too. Cause sometimes you gotta paint your picture in a different way where you don't tell on the motherfucker. yeah.
But alright though, any further remarks about where y'all from and where y'all grew up at and how y'all met and everything?
No, I think they got enough shit.
Alright, bet. Then now it's time for us to get to what it's all about. And this is what y'all went viral for. Y'all know what y'all did, right?
Yes, sir.
Y'all know what y'all did? Oh, so I don't even gotta tell you. You just know what you did, huh?
Yeah, I know what we did when we did it.
This nigga, alright, I'll you for that one. You got me on that one. But yeah, though, so since T, though, I'm assuming y'all know too, right?
Been doing that. Yeah.
I can't get y'all. Okay, y'all dropped music and y'all went viral for it. Y'all had the world in a chokehold, especially when it comes down to the NG ciphers. Now, there's nothing more classic than part 2. And I'm gonna tell you like this. J-Real,
What's the word?
your bitch gonna suck like a loser. No nigga has ever said that, and no matter how many times I try to host someone go say something like that, they don't. So you really stand out just as far as anybody else ever saying that shit. I just gotta give you a props on that. You had the best verse on part 2. Serving for 8 years like the president. Come on, man. And Tally, I ain't gonna lie. To me, your best verse was part 4. But I still gotta give you props for always delivering and opening and presenting the ciphers whenever you step up. You never did a cipher, didn't you?
No, you see me in the back. I did the first one that Hot New Hip Hop. I don't know if you want to consider that one.
It's a cipher. It's not an official cipher.
As far as one, you just see me in the back. Cipher.
Yeah, the FG cipher.
I only did one cipher. That's the only cipher I'm on. I went to jail.
Yep.
And I got
He said,
shot.
I did my own work on that. And someone was trying to tell you to keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah. Tony always telling me something I ain't listening to.
But we don't gotta worry about that no more. But yeah, though, the FG ciphers. Oh wait. Backtracking a little bit. Montana, who Montana is today? From when y'all met him, has he always stayed the same?
Yeah, y'all be surprised. I'll be so.
Cause I'm telling you, man. Like if you give somebody enough time, eventually they will grow, and some people might outgrow the people they was already with. So the fact that y'all have been around for like years, decades, and shit, it's like, man, I don't know how y'all do it, but it's just maturity and growth in men as one, you know. So I gotta salute y'all for that. But yeah, the ciphers. We gotta talk about them ciphers, man. Whose idea was it?
Probably mine.
Okay.
Yeah, because you know I'm knowing having homies that can rap, because it's some niggas that's nice raw rap. It's like, but don't none of their homies get down, or they homies not good. You know what I'm saying? Might want to get down, but not. You know what I'm saying? So to be blessed to be around, you know, 4 and 5 niggas that, you know what I'm saying, can hold their own, ain't scared to get on the track with me, all that type of shit. That's a blessing, you know. So I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of a way I can utilize my power, my name, my platform and shit to help them get some exposure and be seen. Cause you got rappers out here, they got artists, and it's like they damn near not doing 2 tracks with your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, let alone
don't even know it's their artist.
Exactly, and they ain't posting your ass no nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't nothing. Like I could have just like, yeah, me and Chicago Way got interviewed. Me, no, not y'all. Y'all stay over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, know who the team is, know who my guys is. Like I said, this ain't just a dollar. You know, these my brothers. Even when the music shit over with, I love these niggas. I care about them. I care about their kids, whether they here or they unborn. You know what I'm saying? It's how we rock. Me having a label, I ain't one of them motherfuckers that, he beefing with this artist, and I'm over here with a smile on my face. Like, I don't fuck with that. He want to kill him, they both on the same label. It's like, no, we got a problem. We're finna sit down and squash this shit, especially before we let it get out to the world. Because at the end of the day, the way that they looking at it, shit, let them niggas kill each other. I'm gonna eat more money. I don't gotta cut him no check now. And his music gonna sell way more once he's dead. And everybody, if you heard about the artist, boo, that died? No, I ain't know about him. They gonna start looking him up. She gonna start streaming and getting, so that's the thing with these labels, man. They don't give a fuck about you beefing with another rapper. Go ahead, yeah, beef. Yeah, beef. Say you gonna kill his dead homies and say, yeah, go ahead. Cause in reality, they don't want no nigga, they don't want to hear no nigga talking about being a dad. They don't want to hear no nigga talking about put the guns down. They don't want to hear no nigga talking about uplifting the black community, the black culture. But we all know sex sells and we all know violence sells. When we at school and the fight break out, you see 95% of the school run to the fight. That's because violence sells. When, sex sells, of course, you know what I'm saying? OnlyFans, strip clubs, whatever the hell, you know what I'm saying? People running to that, that type of entertainment. So it's like, as far as a rapper, what's fucked up about us, for men and women, it's like these labels, they're not trying to sign you unless you selling sex or you talking about killing your brothers. Don't talk about killing the police. Don't talk about killing the Ku Klux Klan. Don't talk about, none of that. Talk about killing your brothers. And usually when we hear the word nigga, sound like a brother to me. You know what I'm saying? So that's how they looking at it. So, that's what they want. And so if you don't got the power, man, to go make a positive song when you want to, or you gotta go ask somebody, can I put this song out? Can I put this song out about my dad? Can I put this song out for the, for the shorties and the youth to try to woo? And you gotta ask for permission, all that type of shit. It's like, you definitely not no fucking boss. Even though you're trying to make it seem like that, it's like, oh, you have a boss and you need permission. Like, I could drop whatever the fuck I want to drop when I want to drop, with who I want to drop. I didn't talk to famous artists before, and they in deals where it's like, damn, bro, I got to get this cleared, or I got to do this, and I got to do that, and it's just like a whole bunch of shit that I don't have to deal with. But at the end of the day, it's fucked up, but, you know what I'm saying, it's ain't nothing like your freedom, if that makes any sense. And
I agree.
the most beautiful part about being an artist is that you should have the freedom to paint whatever the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying? If I want to do a cartoon today, I want to do a portrait tomorrow, I should have the freedom to do that. If not, I'm basically just a robot. You only telling me to draw cartoons when I know how to make portraits? And these people, if they saw my portrait, they would think so much more highly of my work. It's like, no, the label wants you to keep doing cartoons. It's like, all right, you only, you know, you're not even giving the whole world your true self. You know, you got people, artists out here that is growing and they smarter than what they used to be. But they label like, look, nigga, keep talking about the bullshit. Even though you evolved, don't talk about that shit. It's famous rappers that's going to go, you know, sit down and, you know, talk to Farrakhan even. You know, I've seen 2 Chainz sitting there talking to Farrakhan, but his music don't reflect that. You know, he's with a label already, he had already signed before he was going there. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of, you know, black men and, you know, or our brothers, I can say, that they really still need to be free, you know, and how they freedom just as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Certain things like that. So if you're independent and you can, make sure you make some positive songs and shit too. I know y'all make drill and that type of shit is exciting and shit like that and entertaining and shit like that, and you want to show motherfuckers you with the shit and shit, but also show motherfuckers that you got some sense, show motherfuckers that you could, you know, be a leader and stuff like that sometimes too, because we all know we definitely need it as far as our people and these black boys and shit that don't got fathers and stuff like that, or no positive, no big homies that's, you know, putting them up on game and telling them, you know, which route to go. We was growing up, we ain't hear shit about no LLCs and shit like that, S Corps and shit like that. So, you know, like my sons know about that now. 11 years old, yeah, you know what LLC is, because I had that conversation with them. We didn't get to talk to nobody that knew about that shit. You know what I'm saying? So the plan is for us to never know about it. You know, that's why they didn't want us reading and shit at a point in time and shit like that. So, yeah, but this shit can get way deeper than I ain't gonna get too deep with it.
Oh, no, trust me. That's what I'm here for. We're gonna make this shit deep. And first off, before I even get to where I want to get deep at, we're gonna talk about this, which I was gonna bring up. As far as the music and everything, like you was just saying, you put out whatever you want to put out. But one thing I know is that this is something that not just you, the whole team does. Y'all put out music that cannot just be for one type of crowd. And on top of that, it's not just basic. It literally is a message with certain songs that you click on. And over time, you still have always been one to put out a message and make sure somebody is learning something. Like, I could say that I actually learned something from you by listening to your music. I can't say that about any other people like that. And that's a sad truth. I really can't. But and on top of that, representing Chicago or Peoria, regardless of the fact, y'all are all delivering. So it's like, who the fuck taught you this shit? Like, or you just randomly just took the time to sit down, read, understand, and teach.
Shit, life teach you that shit.
So it wasn't really like a do this, then come do this. You know, we are progressing and we are growing and living, but the same way I'm talking to you as a man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, when you talk or you hang around me, I'm gonna teach. Like, damn near unintentionally almost. You know what I'm saying? I mean, unconsciously, damn near almost. Like, it's like you're gonna learn something just being around me. So when I'm talking to you, you know, you're gonna get it. You know, you're gonna pick up certain things. You're gonna be able to walk away from our conversation with certain shit. So it's like, shit, rhyme and do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and when I perfected rhyming and shit like that, and styles and, you know, wordplay and things like that, then it kind of comes easier for me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I definitely read. But I've been reading, you know, since I was a kid, reading comic books. You know what I'm saying? I was reading, you know, gaining information, not knowing I'm gonna be a rapper one day. But you know, no matter what you learn, you know, you can always take that shit and incorporate it in music if that's what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Does that make any sense?
And what everyone else say, they perfected rhyming too?
I would say so. I would say so.
Yeah.
We all got our own style of, you know, going about it. You know, it's levels to every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, if I didn't feel like they was on a level of, you know, because you got a level of, do a song with you, a song, then it's like a level of like, nah, I don't think this motherfucker dropped the ball. You know what I'm saying? You let him carry that bitch again, he ain't dropped the ball. Let him carry it again, he ain't dropped. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And you got some people that's like, oh, sometimes, but sometimes you be dropping the ball too. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like I trust him. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. And like I said, with the brand and everything, it's actually I'm actually just saying it's a brotherhood and family thing because you've been making it very clear from the get go, like it's deeper than that.
Right.
So for the brotherhood, even with the music style, you even came up with a whole No Surrender No Retreat. And that's what it's always been about.
No, facts.
And for y'all all to collab and just keep collabing with the same people and still grow with each other musically and in life outside of this, it's just amazing. So I just want to just give y'all props and credit y'all for that, because it's
Appreciate it, man.
I don't really see a lot of people that just doing what y'all do. Like, I wish people could actually just like move as one. Y'all really do move as one.
Nah, niggas be too much in competition with each other, man. Like,
Yeah.
and I tell kids, it's like, man, never hate on your brother, man. Don't ever let nobody trick you into that. I tell people, you can give your brother props once or twice. That motherfucker dick ride, man. I said, don't fall for that shit. That's how they gonna get you to stop praising your brother. It's like, nigga, I know the work my brother put in. I know my brother like that, nigga. I got bragging rights. I'm bragging on my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I know him. That's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's my homie. That's my brother, nigga, not yours. So go get you a brother to fucking brag on for, you know, because the niggas will let you sit there around another nigga and say 100 hating comments. He won't call you a hater.
That is true.
But you give him 2 motherfucking sentences or statements with some praise and props. Say, man, he dick riding, bro. You a dick rider, bro. You dick riding that nigga. It's like, that's a trick. It's a trick. That's how they gonna, you know, play with your mind and get you to don't praise him around us.
Sure.
Yeah.
And this is something I've been meaning to ask 1, 2, and 3. This is just for y'all. Why are they the only ones with 300 in their name? Y'all all are moving as one.
Polo started this shit though.
It was
like
that shit.
Well, to me, I feel like when them started this shit, like TO3 said, it was just them.
So
to me,
our 300 started in 2009. It was 3 of us at first.
Oh, only 3 of
It
y'all?
was only 3 of us. Yeah. So
I was around.
yeah, that's how I met him. The nigga that's gone, I met him around him. So so he ended up going off to go do his own thing. You know what I'm saying? And he went off, took the 300 out of his name, of course. And so we was already representing ourselves as, you know, doing our solo thing, but keeping the of 300 was just indicating that I represent something that's bigger than myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I come from something. So when somebody said, what's the other 300? It's like, you gotta look at him. So we kind of looked at it like, shit, it's me, you, and we got God with us. You know, we always been big on praising God and things like that. So that's our big 3.
Keep that in mind, because I do want to talk to you about God.
That's our big 3 though. You know, like as far as us. You know what I'm saying? And you know, all 3 of us staying solid 100. Me, bro, God. You know what I'm saying? So we still roll with the 300. It's like shit. 300 is gonna be a group of 2. You know, now instead of the 3 that it originally was. So yeah, we started that. Like, honestly, we dropped our first mixtape with 300 April 2009, but we started the 300 thing in 2008. So we was already working on the songs. You know what I'm saying?
You know the No Surrender, No
shit
Retreat.
like that.
Yeah.
You was just talking about that's the movie. Never watched the movie 300.
Yep.
So I got that shit tattooed, you know, on me right here. It's 2007, 300 shit. And on my shoulder. So yeah, this shit go way back, but it don't got shit to do with BDs or, you know, nothing like that. So even later on when Chief Keef, you know, I remember the YouTube was popping, World Star was popping, and they like, yo, Soulja Boy did some song with some rapper from Chicago named Chief Keef. And it's like, listen to the song on World Star. And they like, you think he really did the song? You think they put that together? Like, no, that's the real song. Like, it's somebody that's not known from Chicago that's got a song with a real famous motherfucker, you know? So then that's dope. So looking up shorty Chief Keef now. And I'm hearing him, somebody like, yeah, he repping 300 too, you know? So I'm hearing him say 300, it's like, he's saying 300. I'm like, that's kind of dope, it's different, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with it. Any black man winning coming up, period, I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? I've never been no hating motherfucker. And so I think after that, they dropped the I Don't Like remix. I know, the I Don't Like song. That bitch go viral. It's like, somebody from Chicago got 1 million views. Back then, you know, 2012, it's a lot of fucking views, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like, god damn. That motherfucker ain't been out that long. It's like, that motherfucker got 1 million views. Like, damn, motherfucker had 2 million. It's like, these niggas lit. You know what I'm saying?
We was on the computer looking at
Exactly. So we, you know, and that's what's fucked up now too, because, you know, even back then, everybody hopped on laptops and computers to go watch videos. Like, people don't even watch videos like that no more. You know what I'm saying?
It's up on the iPhone.
We got the phones, yeah, but we used to really huddle around computers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah, I remember them days.
or spend the whole fucking day looking up shit. You know what I'm saying, to see what's going on in the world. And it's like, you know, we so on the go now. And like I said, everything, a click of a phone is like, oh, I'll watch that video later on. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of us had with like hoop dreams, like we was trying to make it with rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's like that was the Chicago wave, really. You know, if you ask me, like that was the beginning of it with the Soulja Boy and Chief Keef thing. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times how our people is like we won't fuck with each other unless our name is connected to another big name, or unless the white man say, "Oh, he the next big thing." It's like, oh, when I was telling you my cousin was the next big thing, you don't listen. But when this fucking white man over here said he the next, it's like, oh, the white man know about him. Okay, we'll accept it now. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Now, let's talk about a few things in regards down to Chicago. Now, it's 2024. In 2020, a lot done happened from since then to right now. But I want to highlight something that you said on Twitter. You gave props to Young Pappy and Polo G for being one of the two rappers from Chicago, at least, that stood out to you, man. And that says a lot. And the reason why I say that, because in Chicago we got the South Side, West Side, East Side, North Side, and even though the South Side is the biggest side as far as everyone else is concerned, up north don't really get talked about like that. And when I interview up north artists, they always told me that the only artist that people have heard of was Pappy or Polo.
Right.
And you gave them two rappers from the North Side credit. So it's like you're one of the only people who acknowledges North Side the most side. I mean for the most. So it's like, what makes them in particular stand out still to this day if they do you?
I didn't pick them because they was from the North Side. I just want to say that.
Okay.
So I don't give a fuck. Like I said, they was originally from Hawaii, moved to Chicago. I don't give a fuck. But no, I was just being honest. You know, as an artist, I listen to things. You know, I catch a lot of things that most people probably might not catch. If that make any sense. Just as a lyricist and as a wordsmith, and for Polo G, I could tell that he's grown up around somebody who's level-headed. You know what I'm saying? Like he has the right people in his ear or around him at a point in time, and I could sense that within his choice of words and shit sometimes. And like I said, I always admire that. You know, a sharp brain or somebody who got a level head on their shoulders. You know, when I see that, and I could tell. I always admired that, and that it showed in his music. So I like that. Just knowing how to, both of them, knowing how to say something, and just kind of put it in a way where it almost like it can't be ignored. If that make any sense?
Yeah.
You know, or like shit, something that's worth pausing. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me pause this and dissect that. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. Or you could have put this 9 other ways, but I like the way you put it. The way you put it, it was witty or it was artistic, or you know, at least made you think. You know what I'm saying? Beyond the surface a little bit. So as far as getting anywhere close to that type of description, those two out of the past, whatever decade, I could feel like they took me to that level as far as more than anybody, as far as me listening. You know what I'm saying? To what people got to say. But yeah, that's about it though.
All right. Now check this out. When it comes down to Chicago overall, it's like if you're from the city, which you have said, and numerous of times, regardless of people want to believe it or not. But it's like another thing. It's so many other artists in the city, and it's like a lot of them are on the same pace, and on the same pace and way of thinking. You know, a lot of them think similar in so many ways, and same style of music. I'm pretty sure you hear it too. So how often do you check out the Chicago scene?
Not often. That's what I was going to get to next. It's some people I probably might not have heard you. You know what I'm saying? I don't listen to a lot of people. A lot of times, like the Polo G that I heard, that's because No Fatigue was playing them. You know, we was on the highway one day. He's going through, you know, some of his tracks and his songs. So just me being a listener and knowing how to listen to music, he gained points with me, you know, just as a rapper, as an artist, you know what I'm saying? Had I not been in the car with him that day, I probably would have been like, yo, I heard two songs, 2 videos by Polo G, and, you know, his dreads is real short, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not really checking out or listening to everybody unless somebody come put me on, like, check this out. And usually they don't really come to me with somebody unless, you know what I'm saying? Shit, he put me on the Pappy. Like, check him out. I'm listening to him. I think I heard, I don't know if it was the Finito or something.
That's when we was going to New York, I think. So.
Yeah.
No, you put me on to him before that though. Yeah. When we was going to New York, that's when my manager, KP, the manager, was playing some of Pappy tracks, but he the first person that showed me Pappy. And I'm like, yeah, I like him. I'm like, I just wish he wasn't basically like dissing gangs and shit so much. I really didn't want to bring that type of attention to the business and the brand I was creating at the time. You know what I'm saying? So, like weeks later, my manager KP he put me on, like, hey man, check Shorty out. I'm like, man, J Real just showed me him. I'm like, I like him. And I said the same. I just wish he wasn't doing this. So, a couple weeks later go past. I'm going to I got a little tour on the East Coast. I think the first show was in like New York. So we on the highway. My manager playing, you know, I can't think of the Pappy song, but he playing multiple, you know, Pappy songs. So I'm hearing him, tracks with him and his brother, all type of shit. So I'm listening. I'm driving. I'm listening. 1 song, 2 songs, 3 songs. Tally sitting all the way in the back. He first person breaks out. He said, "Hey, this nigga snap." I said, "Bro, I was thinking the same shit. This nigga snapping. This nigga snapping. We enjoying the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's like you were listening to a two cups part 2 tape.
man, it's like I'm listening to whatever they had to
I'm a killer.
trust myself and you'll never
Oh
know
no,
what's
fog
wrong.
nigga, that fog nigga, that's what it is.
Yeah, all that shit. You'll never know what's wrong. My brother
I
gone.
remember.
All that type of shit. I'm looking like, yeah. So we enjoying them. So I'm thinking, like, man, like he should be way bigger than what he is, man. You know, 2 people done brought him up to me. I'm like, no, he holding his own track after track after track. I'm like, man, when I get back to the city, I'm gonna reach out to him. You know, probably just sit him down. You know, just give him some advice. You know, be like, hey, you should move like this. You shouldn't move like this because this is do this, and you want to conduct business everywhere. Blah blah blah. Just, you know, he probably never had nobody really sitting down and talk to him on that aspect. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do that after I knock out these shows and get back. And then, literally the next morning, he called me like 8 o'clock in the morning from his hotel room. Like, man, bro, dude, Pappy, woo, like, yeah, motherfucker just killed him, man. Like this morning or last night or whatever. Middle of the night type shit, he just got out of jail or something. I'm like, damn, you for real? He's like, yeah. I'm like, damn, I'm like fucked up about it. And I'm just thinking like, now we listening to the song on the road now we listen to it in a different sense. Like this, so fucked up, you know. Then I'm just like wondering to myself, like, damn, I wonder if I was like, if I just would have probably tried to reach out in the daytime. Cause I already went to jail that day or that night or something like that. So I'm like, maybe if I'd have reached out in the daytime, it would have swayed this day a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying? It made him, you know, just rerouted his day in some type of way. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But one lesson that taught me is like, man, when you got a chance to do some shit now, don't wait, man. Like, do that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that goes from a motherfucker you love. You know what I'm saying? Shit. If I love you now, I'm gonna let you know now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no better time than right now because, you know, 5 minutes from now ain't promised. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow ain't promised. All that type of shit. So, shit, I did a fasting challenge, 36-hour fasting challenge with 2 of my homies. And I hit them, you know, about it. Like, yo, we should do this. I sent them a video that shows what it does for your body. You know what I'm saying? My homie like, shit, when you wanna do it, bro? He's like, I'm down. I said, nigga, right now, nigga. Like, I'm already 4 hours in. I ain't ate in 4 hours. He's like, shit, I ain't ate in 6 hours. He's like, all right, bet, let's get it. But a lot of people don't wanna, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do this. But I'm gonna do it 2 more times first, then I'm gonna stop. It's like, no, nigga, be about your business, nigga. Stand on it when you get the information. You know what I'm saying? So, but that Pappy situation, it kind of taught me about that, like the essence and the importance of right now. Find out the information right now, apply it right now. You know what I'm saying? If you got the option to. You know what I'm saying? And that goes from, like I said, showing somebody love, reaching out to somebody to, you know, as a blessing, you know, opportunity, man. Like, you never know. they could be gone, man, just like that.
And
So, yeah.
that's why I asked you if you've been in tune with the rest of the Chicago scene. And I mean, how often you be checking in?
Yeah, I don't be on it. Like I'm really to myself. I'm super antisocial. I'm really damn near like an introvert. So like if I hear something, like I listen to myself, and I listen to older rap. You know what I'm saying? Old Wayne, you know, Pop, DMX, stuff like that. I listen to those things. So it's very rare that I come across somebody that's like, yo, I'm fucking with this dude. I want to hear more from him. You know what I'm saying? And some of the artists in the past, whatever, 10, 12 years that did that for me was Rich Homie Quan.
May rest in peace.
Yep. Rest down. Wings up, Rich Homie. Wings up, Pappy too. Pappy was the next one. And then when A Boogie with the Hoodie came out, his style, his sauce and shit, he was talking.
Very
We
fucking
was rocking with him on the road too when we was touring super heavy too. He put me on to him. So yeah, like I said, and if it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't know the Polo, you know, value Polo the way that I do, or you know, heard of Pappy as soon. I probably would have heard about him after he died. You know what I'm saying? Certain things like that. And he put me on the Rich Homie. I said that. Yeah, he put me on the Rich Homie. Put me on the Rich Homie. Put me on the Pappy. Put me on the A Boogie with the Hoodie. All this. It's like
A&R.
all right, I don't be listening to motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So
that was going to New York too.
yeah, and then they know though too. Like, bro, ain't trying to like. I'm pretty sure they hear other shit. It's like I ain't finna bring this shit up to bro. He put me on Pop Smoke. I was fucking with Pop Smoke too. I ain't started fucking with Pop Smoke.
Yeah,
That's why I did that remix to it.
He's smart, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of dead rappers, man. So you know, any rapper period, not just Chicago, but man, yeah, man, like elevate, man. You know what I'm saying? Like get better. This shit ain't the kill 24/7. You know, gang bang and all this shit. That ain't the way, man. That ain't life. You know what I'm saying? Life ain't killing gang banging 24/7, man. Show the people what makes you human. You know what I'm saying? Show the people that when we dead and gone, that's what our family and kids and grandkids, all that shit, that's what they gonna look at. Like, what was the bright side of this nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, y'all
That's
talking about
the truth.
Y'all was talking about he was so loved and cherished. It's like, all I fucking hear is drill shit, bro. Like, what the fuck is the message for me?
And as a matter of fact, you actually right. It's actually deeper than Chicago because it's all type of cities and everything.
We got so many shorties looking at us.
It's just us.
They looking at us. If they doing it, that's the way that to fucking do it. That's what they think.
And that's exactly what they're doing. So let me put y'all into the Chicago scene. Let's see. Let me put this up real quick. And as of right now, Chicago, we actually got a new generation that's kicking in and that's making noise and everything. So it's actually a good thing if you ask me at least. But let me put you on.
Let me say I know this song because my son always played this Star Bandz.
Yeah.
My 11-year-old son, he be turned up to that. He be turned up there. So
Yeah.
but I know she. I heard like 2 tracks and stuff that my son played. Yeah. So salute to her.
Yeah, and she recently got signed to Capitol Records. Salute to you, Star. Yeah, so Star Bandz, and there's other artists too, like YG Fatso, Baby Chief Do It, Von 1700, Chucky, Lil King.
I heard about the Von 1700. I heard about him.
Yeah.
They heard like one song by him, but yeah, I mean I hear his name in your post and vlogs and the controversy and that.
Was that your first time hearing about the other rappers too?
Yeah, I don't know about the others. This is my first time hearing about them.
Okay. Now you want to know something they all got in common?
What's that?
They all besides Vaughn, everybody is younger than 21. Some of them are 16, some of them are 17.
Gotcha.
And a recent artist, Lil Schoon, he passed away, but he was blowing up at the age of 18. A lot of them, and considering Chicago, a lot of them got in common. They can make drill music. Lil King is one of the only ones that's versatile and making different sounds and everything. But all of them, they all fall under 21 making drill music.
Gotcha.
Keyword what you were saying. What's the bright side of this shit?
Right.
And you was just speaking on earlier about how Polo, his brain different, and how he got other people that might be encouraging him.
Right.
Even though I think Baby Chief's the only one that's not signed yet. They're all underage, and they're all basically kids that's rapping, and they're doing good with this.
Right.
But they don't got someone to tell them that even though this is the music you're making, you're doing good with it, you gotta remember, you're influencing your generation. So you could be bringing a whole bunch of, whole crowd with you, and they gonna do the same thing you doing because they think this is what you're doing. They're not, they haven't reached that, they're not old enough yet to fully understand. So considering how, like with Pappy, if you could go back, you could probably reach out to them early, or maybe tell them something that could avoid it at all.
Facts.
For these youth, even though they're doing good, they still could always hear somebody. So is there anything that you could say that let them know that even though you're doing good with the music, there is something that you gotta make sure you're telling your fans?
Yeah, basically what I was saying before, you know, show people what makes you human. You know what I'm saying? Show the people the bright side of you know, your heart. Show them where your heart at. A lot of us, you know, we protect that, and you know, the closest thing that we'll be showing to love is that shit, the love we have for a dead motherfucker. Like, love my brother, I'm gonna get the revenge, I'm gonna get the ops back. It's like, that's the only time you showing your heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, show the you know, the reason why you a leader. You know what I'm saying? As far as like all that, you know, the gang, I'm a leader of a gang. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Your grandkids, whatever kids even might look one day and be like, yeah, I seen my dad or my mom music. It's like, I didn't care to keep digging through that shit. That shit was like almost embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? Or that shit almost was like worth, I can't do nothing with that. Opposed to, yo, I went and looked up this song with my dad, and this nigga said, you never know when you looking right in the liar's face. These bitches burning, don't put your wood in that fireplace. So that's why I wear condoms. You see what I'm saying? It's like, I picked that up from my dad. He's not even here. He didn't tell me that face to face, but that's a message he left in his music. Hell yeah, I'm finna keep digging. That shit raw as fuck.
What they or your grandkids, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I say. Grandkids, they kids, you know, like this shit can go on if it's left on the internet and you leaving a trail, you know what I'm saying, of gems behind. And it's like, yo, pick that shit up. My infinity stones, I'll put that shit in. No, wear that shit, you know what I'm saying? And you move with that in life. And you can share them gems with, they can share them gems with their kids. But if I got, you know, every song you click on, I'm taking the motherfucker top off and all this other shit and sliding on the ops, and man, when my little brother passed, I almost lost it. It's like, well, he's emotional about his dead homies, and he always wanted to kill niggas and shit. But you know, it's like, and there's some people that they're doing that, like I said, because the people they look up to is doing it, and it's like they're not even with a label. No label's making you do this. You just doing this because this is all they see. And it's like, no, you know, tap into yourself and show the people, you know, what, like I said, what makes you human. You know, what your heart is made of. You know what I'm saying? The shit that make you smile, the shit that make you proud. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you could brag on your pain. You could brag on, you know, your accomplishments in life. You could brag on being a solid brother or sister or son. Shit you did for your mom, whatever, pops, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You could brag on the advice you gave to your brother. You know what I'm saying? Certain stuff like that. You could brag on stopping somebody else from going down the wrong route. Like, we need to hear that type of shit too. You know what I'm saying? Because you'd be surprised at how many other kids that are sparked that just need that from somebody that they look up to. Because a lot of people's like, I don't got my dad. I don't look up to my mom. So you know who I think is cool? This motherfucker sitting in the classroom next to me. Who don't got his dad? It's just something about him. He always got the Jordans on. Shit, he always got the, you know, the shiesty mask on, looking like he a grimy motherfucker. I like that. I wanna be like that. I don't wanna be like, you know, the male teacher that's in science class that's telling me I'm better than those other kids and stop hanging around them. He look lame. He don't got the Jordans. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of kids, they be influenced the most, you know, by that teammate or that classmate. You know what I'm saying? Or that most popular kid in school, and that might be a kid that's just misguided too. He don't got no dad. You know what I'm saying? His big homies, they slanging drugs. When they see him, it's, what up, little nigga? You ain't got no hoes, though. Where them hoes at? It's like, he bringing on that mentality. I gotta give me some hoes. You know what I'm saying? He not teaching them, man, you get you a wife, bro. You don't need all of them. Get you one girl, bro. You know, treat her like this. Make sure you get the door for her. You know what I'm saying? When you open up her car door and you come around, like, boys not being talked to like that. You know what I'm saying? So we don't got that. So it's like, oh, rap about that shit. You know what I'm saying? You might pick up shit just from this interview. You know, there's people that probably see interviews one day like, man, I used to be hating on dude. Really, that's the motherfucker I should have been listening to. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, I could look past shit and forgive certain shit when I hear people hate sometimes, you know. Like, I take notes. Don't think I forgot about it. But I might, you know, spare you because later on you might be looking at like, damn, when I was young, I was one of the motherfuckers that, he ain't from Chicago, you know? And it ain't about that. You hear what the fuck this nigga saying?
Right.
This nigga said this, I was able to use it. I told that shit to my brother. I ain't telling who I got it from, though. You know, I got it from Montana. I ain't, you know,
I
but,
said that shit.
but
Matter
shit,
of fact.
yeah, exactly. And you got certain shit like that, so, you know, and sometimes you take a motherfucker like that, man, y'all listen to this nigga and this nigga and this nigga ain't giving you shit. This the nigga y'all need to be listening to. And sometimes our younger selves don't click for our younger selves, but our older self, it might be like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. You know, I said that about I put that negative shit in the air on the interview. I shouldn't have said that about him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I could go back and take it back, I would, but it's too late now. But you had a chance to mature in life. A lot of people say some negative shit, motherfucker, oh, it's on. I see you. It's on for life. And I ain't gonna give you a chance to mature or apologize later on. You know what I'm saying? Or be like, damn, I was wrong. I judged you wrong, bro. You know, I shouldn't have did that. You know, you guys niggas that hate on me, and it's like, shit, nigga, my message might be a message your kid here, that your kid needed to hear, that he wasn't able to get from you, or get from the other niggas that he's listening to. You know, I got rappers and shit that's like my age, older than me, like, yo, man, my son put me on to you, nigga, and this nigga don't never listen to nothing good. I'm like, you finally bought me somebody good, you know what I'm saying? Certain shit like that. So, yeah, man. So for the youth, just know, you know, one day, hopefully, you know, you get to be older, you know, and you'll see your flaws, you know, in your younger self. And when you see them, don't be so stubborn that you're not willing to correct them and move with a little bit more positivity in the future, because you are being watched and you are teaching somebody whether you know it or not. So just be mindful of that. And, you know, whatever you're leaving behind for your kids. You're leaving behind for your grandkids, and you're leaving behind for other kids. You know what I'm saying? You cool in their eyes. So be cool. You know, sometimes it's cool to be cool on certain shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta choose every beef. You don't gotta participate. You don't gotta prove to somebody what you do when it's beef, just because they said something negative. You know what I'm saying?
And on top of that, first off, that's a message to the youth overall. Forget not even just about the rappers. That's the youth for y'all. So hopefully y'all can catch on to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's something that you have.
Like, I know what I do when it's beef, but do I have to prove this to you right now because you said I ain't from Chicago, or you don't think I'm about that life? I got to show you? I got to go to this obligation? Like, no, I got to take care of my responsibilities. But if you step in my path on my way to take care of my responsibilities, it'll get dealt with then, and I don't have to broadcast this over the internet after I do it or before I do it. You know what I'm saying? But those that know I don't play, they might have some memories, you know, back in the day or whatever the case may be. And it's just like, no, I've learned how to harness that. I've learned how to control that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, hopefully that never has to be brought back out again. But, you know, don't ever think I'm a stranger to the bullshit. You know? Yeah.
Sure. And I think around 2020, you was also expected to crash out after you you gave flowers to Pappy and Polo, because then later on, King Von, he saw your statement. First off, you said nothing bad about anybody or him, but when he saw your statement, he still questioned you for 300 in the name and where you're from, of course. Right. And that led to you making more tweets and everything. Not nothing crazy or nothing like that, but then led to you speaking on, if someone wants to sit down with me, you can literally do that. And then you ended up days later saying you're the best rapper from Chicago, period. And then that's when everybody from Chicago stepped.
Right.
And we still talk about it to this day.
Right.
Because recently, I brought up how you made that statement 4 years ago and even put a $100,000 to $500,000 bet that if you think
that I'm not just talking.
Yes, and nobody still accepted the bet.
Right.
Now, first off, before I ask you the question, let me ask every one of y'all. Do y'all think anyone can ever go bar for bar in Montana?
No. Tally.
Only Tally?
It'd have to be a motherfucker like Wayne or somebody who like really do this shit.
Facts.
Can't be nobody who like think you rap, you nice and shit. Like, I don't really like to put myself in those type of categories. I like this, you know, but nobody fucking with me with this shit. Like, this is my brother. We've been rapping together forever. I don't really have to talk about this shit. You go listen to my shit. But a lot of people really can't keep up with my shit because I'm intellectual. I think real different, you know. So even the way I rap, like, say we all got our different style, so the way I express myself, I'm spiritual. I'm real spiritual. You know what I mean? And but yeah, if you don't go bar for bar, you got to know some shit. You got to been through some shit. You got to have time doing this rap shit. You got to know how to, you know what I mean? Rhythm, rhyme. This shit ain't just like it's easy for anybody to rap, but to rap on this type of level, lyrically, content with the fucking substance and, you know, like, with the punchlines and shit this nigga do, the build-ups, you almost gotta, like, we can do this shit. I done watched motherfuckers who I know they good at breaking down bars, miss the simplest shit. You know what I mean? And it's probably simple to us because we've been thinking, you know, you know what I mean? But, so I understand that somebody can miss it, but we be like, you know, it's just, nobody can, like, you got to be nice to fuck.
Don't get me wrong,
It's like a puzzle listening to him.
I'll say this.
Nice
just imagine this.
It's
If somebody said it was your life depended on it, you need somebody to go prime. Let's say Prime Wayne, somebody that say the best rapper ever. You need somebody to go bar for bar. Wayne say a bar, they say a bar. Wayne say and not drop the ball.
Facts.
Who you gonna pick from Chicago?
Oh, that's the actual question.
Go ahead. You can ask the question.
Oh, you put me in the hot seat. All right, bet. All right. Now, it's crazy because I actually made a list of 10 people who could potentially out-rap you. And only one person, well, wait, let me correct myself. One person who I selected denied that you would deny that he would lose to you, but he's not willing to put that bet up. But to answer your question, and this is coming from someone who listens to everybody from Chicago and you, I am not gonna say I know anyone who can out-rap you.
Right.
Ever. And I'm saying that confidently because I actually listened. I know.
Right.
Years ago, I listened to old songs, and I still have to keep catching on to shit you said. And what you said in Godstrong. All fish don't get to the bait because they missing my lines. Maybe later in life when you're mature, you'll get it in time. How many times have that applied to me? Thousands of times. I can listen to these people's songs at least 5 times and catch everything.
Right.
For you, it's no matter how old I get, and I'm 21 saying this, it's never gonna be a time that I have to hear shit be like, man, what the fuck, this nigga said that? Yeah. But if I had to put somebody, and even though I might lose it, I still say Korporate because he is strongly betting that he cannot lose to you. And I'm saying this because I interviewed him and asked him.
Right.
And he said he would. First off, he gave you props. You can't do this. You can't do this shit because this is something you do consistently.
Right.
But he's not willing to put that bet because that's not something that he feels himself having to do to prove this to you. Gotcha. But he knows for sure that he can.
Gotcha.
But I interviewed him last. He basically gave you props and everything. He said you cool, but I know what I do too.
Yeah. See, he wrong. I'm not taking that from him. All right. But I'm just different. And he rap on some battle rap shit regularly.
That is true.
Bar after bar after bar. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I remember when Kanye and 50 was going
50 Cent, yeah.
Was going head and head. And you know, I think Kanye said something like, freestyle more like a slam dunk, and my shit is more like a finger roll. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, even if Montana 300 slam dunking, my shit finger roll. It's gonna be nice. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't say I would lose.
Then what stopped you from placing that bet?
Well, I don't really feel the need to do that because even in the midst of, you know, because at one point that was a big topic on your page.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? About, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers being better without the BAM. Like, I just don't feel the need to partake in that type of activity. I don't have anything to prove. My legacy is solid. My brand is solid. My tax bracket is solid. So it's just like I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be trying to put money on the table to try to convince someone that, you know what I'm saying, I'm better than them. He do his shit. I do my shit. Like I commented actually. He do his shit, I do my shit. It's a lot of motherfuckers that do that shit, do their shit, and that's okay.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he should feel the way that he feels about his music. Like, shit, I respect him. But I'm big corporate. That you know what I'm saying? Of course, I would say that I would take the gold on that. But that's not to take anything away from him. It's just I'm big corporate. That's all I could really say.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And I like that you put it that way. But now, instead of the competition side of things, what's stopping y'all both from linking and networking?
We just, you know, with that, it just gotta be the right place, the right time. I had one opportunity to rap with him, and that was what year was that? I want to say 2021, the Big Jam, the ciphers. He was supposed to be in the cipher as well, but he had COVID. He had COVID really bad.
I remember when he had COVID. I know exactly.
And that would have been my first time meeting him type shit. But other than that, shit, motherfucker, you know, everyone has their head down working. Yeah. We just haven't had the chance to cross paths. If we ever did cross paths and, you know, there's an organic, interaction, I wouldn't doubt that something would come from that. If not, shit, that's okay too. Shit, he still do his shit, so it's all good.
Yeah.
He also said that he had a time to meet you at an All-Star in 2020, but you had COVID or something like that. So and you couldn't
Yeah,
pop
it was
out.
a celebrity game. I was supposed to go play it. Yeah, I had COVID and shit. I didn't want to be around, you know, nobody.
Oh yeah,
like that.
Yeah, but yeah, though, Korporate said it. So if I wanted to see anyone, and I actually seen him battle rap too. So if I actually do want to see you go bar for anyone, I'll say him.
Gotcha. So back to my question: if your life is on it and you need somebody to go against,
I die.
Wayne.
More to Chicago now.
Yeah, just period. Like I need somebody to go. No, you can go to the Chicago rappers. Like I need somebody to go for Wayne to represent my life.
Go for Wayne to represent
bar
you.
for bar. If they can't match this level of potency.
Oh,
with Wayne, it's like
shit.
What you got?
Okay. As far as going against Wayne, the only person I'm glad to say is you. But
that's all I wanted to know.
Oh,
that's all I want to know.
I see what you did.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out Korporate though. Shout out Korporate, yeah. And I think I heard like maybe like 2 raps by him and shit. And yeah, he could rap. He could rap his ass off. Yeah. It's crazy that I know he do like the funny shit, but actually as a lyricist, I'm probably gonna get mad about me saying this. But what's 100 is 100. It's like he probably better than 95% of them as a lyricist. And that's just the truth. And if not 95, then 90, then I ain't going no lower than that. Say that. But, you know, Chicago is not, you don't have to be a Chicago rapper and be popping, you don't have to be lyrical. Does that make any sense?
That is true.
Like, nobody not coming like, dude, I need this Wayne, Eminem, Joel Santana, I can't feel my, like, y'all don't got that responsibility. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like certain shit you could lay on a write a rap down on a piece of paper, lay all 5. This is Herb, this is Dirk, this is Chief Keef, this is Montana 300, you know, this is King Louis, and it's just nobody put their name on the paper. So there's just certain shit what you just read and you see this certain type of shit, and when you see one of them papers, like, hold on, he's saying this word, and it means 2 or 3 different things. And then this next line, you say a word, it means 2 or 3 different things. It can be looked at and taken 2 or 3 different ways. But every way that it can be taken is solid. Like, it's not, it can't be taken in no gay way, a lame way. You know what I'm saying? This type of way, it's like, oh, it's like I'm getting this, making this extra sense. So I like to really describe my work as like the gift that keeps on giving. Like, I could blow your mind with lyrically, you know, and it's like, you didn't even catch everything. And then you might come back later on, it's like, oh, now I get, but it's like, it was already enough to satisfy you the first time. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got certain shit like that. But every great movie and great book is usually like that. Like, damn, I didn't catch that the first time. Damn, I didn't catch that the first time. It's like, yeah, because a lot of people rapping on the surface. And the way that I write, it's not like, oh, this rhyme and it makes sense, so I'm going to write it. I don't write like that. It's like me, it's like, no, I got to really dig deep to where I want to make the listener have to participate with what the fuck I got going on. I don't want it to be as simple as, you know, and this one of my favorite rappers, Tupac, but it's some stuff that it's like, when I was young, me and my mama had beef. 17 years old, kicked out on the street. It's like, it's nothing to get. Like, did you get it? Yeah. No, I just say what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. You know, storytelling. But when you know how to storytell metaphorically, now you get in another ball league. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All that type of shit. And it's like, yo, did you hear what the fuck this nigga said? This nigga said, pounds like a hashtag. You know, something to put him in the trash bag. It's like, do you get it? Oh yeah, he's saying he had pounds of weed in the trash bag, but you know, the pound button, you know, but I'm talking about pounds of weed. It's like, oh, so it's like the double meaning is like when you get to, that's a different type of science of rap. And when you got like every line is like worth dissection, it's like, no, he's getting too surgical with this shit. And it's like, yeah, some surgeons, then it's patience. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You can't, it's like a whole different, so it's another aspect, but like I said, it comes with a high level of, you know, IQ and intellect and consciousness, you know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers think conscious rap, and they usually think positivity. And like really, I can make the most gangster song, Shot Rack, that's conscious rap. You got to pause this and break this shit down, you gonna catch your body like a trampoline, and all this other, you know, it's different type of shit. It's like, yeah, it's still violent, but it's pause where it has to be broken down. You know, catching a body, kill a motherfucker. It's all, the trampoline actually literally catches a body. You know, and it's like, oh, so the double meanings and certain shit like that. But you know, it's all fun and games. But it's, you know, you got certain people like, man, this nigga is so good that he can't be like this in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like he had to just spend all his lifetime perfecting this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So some people's like, man, this shit just sounds so good. I don't believe it. I don't think he really, you know, do that. I don't think he's really done that. I don't think he really, you know, play with pistols. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he really don't, you know, and you know, so you got that aspect of the game and shit too. But like I said, I'm not no. This shit ain't no like I said, no offense. Like, I'm not a comedian rapping. You know, I'm not no motherfucking content creator rapping. I'm not no, I'm really an athlete, but I just was good at rapping. Like, no, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, this rap shit is like, I'm great with it, but the shit I'm talking is like,
Life shit.
yeah.
It's life shit.
And this ain't nobody else's life. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like I said, as many of my concerts, I don't want y'all to think that I'm waking up every morning running around looking for ops. You know what I'm saying? No type of shit. Like I said, I got my history. You know, I've seen shit. You know what I'm saying? I witnessed shit, and you know, and I've been through shit. You know, and it's people that's, you know, just good at putting it together. You know what I'm saying? Rapping about guns they never seen and touched and all this other type of shit, and you know, all this type of shit. But you know, at the end of the day, I understand it's entertainment. Just because you ain't been through it, that don't mean you're not good at fucking rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I understand there's that aspect too. And a lot of rappers, we get that flack of, oh, don't rap that raw shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't been through it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So we get that to where like a singer, like I could write a song for a singer. It don't matter if she really been through it or not. We just appreciating her voice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So me, I could tell if a motherfucker rap and they shit raw, man, dude raw as hell. And motherfucker could be like, dude ain't did none of his shit he rapped about. And I tell him, I'm not talking about what the fuck he did or not. I don't know him personally. But that shit he just did and recorded,
That music, right?
you not fucking with that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, they always be trying to take that shit too personal, like make it like that's another thing they try to do around nowadays. The reason why people be saying rap is watered down is because they keep trying to compare real rap, meaning the life that you live, it should be what you rap about. But that's never been your case. Like, it's just about rap, regardless if you live through it or not. But even though
I'm just talking about from a judging aspect.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
like for instance, let's say 6ix9ine, right?
Right.
Motherfucker, okay, known rat, whatever, snitched, whatever. If you selling cars at a car dealership, right?
Yeah.
And he say, I'm trying to buy this Bugatti off you, whatever, $6 million. Are you gonna be like, no, I ain't doing no business with you. I ain't selling this to you because you're a snitch. You see what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, I don't give a fuck if you a snitch, a bitch, a homo. I got cars for sale, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's people that don't know how to differentiate the two.
Yeah.
And it's like, so for you to really tell me that you so much worried about him snitching that you finna pass up on $6 million, selling this car for $6 million and never see this man again, when your goal is to get rid of all these cars, it's like, it's a special type of stupid out there. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nigga, that's you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you taking this shit too personal. You think everybody coming here supposed to be your friend? They're supposed to be, you know, solid 100, good fathers. Oh, I found out you don't in your kid's life. So, no, I'm not selling you the Bugatti. It's like, shit don't work like that, man. So, from a judging aspect, nigga, you came in with the $6 million. $6 million is $6 million. I'm talking about the nigga got $6 million. You talking about he snitched on his homie, he cheated on his fucking wife. Shit don't got nothing to do with what I'm here to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to make a transaction, whatever.
Korporate, when you see this, you're not being judged off lifestyle. It's just rap. And yeah, though, you make valid points. And I keep saying that because it's actually the truth. And it's rare that we have rappers talking and knowing this when they present themselves too. So yeah, I hope a lot of people can learn something from it. And just backtracking and everything. No. Fuck, you know, we ain't gonna backtrack. But yeah, you're raw as hell. And Amari Blades give you your credit for that, because it's not even just about like where you're from or what you did in real life to be saying this. It's just all about gifts and talent and everything. And she's one of the only few that can point that out about you, because most people don't. Because like they wouldn't be so judgmental and everything. So yeah, for you to break down what you should actually be judging when it comes down to music, a lot of people should take note of that. So yeah, salute to Amari Blades too.
Yeah, shout out to her.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing on that judgmental shit. I had to make a rapper apologize to you for being judgmental.
Yeah, I saw that. Saw that. Appreciate the respect too, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You and him. Like, a lot of people don't, you know, they're not mature enough to, you know, correct themselves, like I said. So shout out to him too. Y'all found out about that?
Nah.
Okay.
I saw it.
Oh, you saw it?
I followed you on some shit.
Alright, man. So basically, I interviewed an artist. He has a dumb name, Pussy Bacon, but I interviewed him. Basically, I told him Montana say he's the best rapper in Chicago. But no. I told him Montana say he can out-rap Jay-Z. Basically, what this nigga did was he tried to point out every little flaw or potential flaw about folks, just to say that he's not better than him. Then he tried saying FBG Butter is a better rapper than him. I'm like, bro, are you serious? Okay. But then later on, I posted a Butter song. He actually listened and he said, you know what? I lied. He said that in the comment section. Then I had to get up with him in person. And I had to tell him, apologize, because you knew for a fact that you just had to point out all these flaws about fake flaws about a motherfucker, and this nigga is your friend, just so you can actually listen to your friend's music for the first time and realize you was lying. So he had to. So that had to be done. But I'm actually glad that he was actually willing to as well. So we knew it too. So yeah, though, proud to Pussy Bank for that, and I'm glad
proud to you too. Shit, yeah. You ain't built like that, man.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, though. So I ain't gonna take up too much of your time, man. We've been talking for a long time, and I actually barely do much value this conversation. But I'm just gonna ask you about one thing. In Chicago, they got the drill movement going on. They had it going on since 2012 right now. But nowadays, the dissing is getting old. The drill music is getting old. Shoot 'em up, bang bang is getting repetitive. It's too much shit that's getting old and everything. And also the main people that was representing it first, they gotten older and they realized something about themselves too, which is why they came out with the Push and Peace movement. That's where J Mane kept in. And we also got someone known as Golden Child. And
shout out to both of them though, especially Golden Child.
Oh, so you're aware of what they stand for, right?
Yeah, for sure. So let's just salute to that. Just pushing peace, period. You know, just putting that out there. You know, I love just even hearing it being said. You know what I'm saying? Like that's gangster though. For sure.
That's gangster. Oh, pushing pieces is gangster.
Yeah, that is, and people need to hear that. You think being gangster is like, no, gangsters do mature shit too. You know, being in your feelings and not knowing, before this shit get out of hand and some of his homies get killed, or some of my homies get killed, let me at least try this one last thing and just go holler at him like a man. We might both find out something that we didn't know. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, if everything was laid out on the table, we would understand each other more. It's like, okay, I see why you did that now. I see why you said that. Or you might see, damn, really the whole time, he came over here with a lie, you know, that I believed. You didn't even say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of times it could be just shit like that. It could just be somebody in your circle keeping the shit, you know what I'm saying? Keeping the beef up or starting the beef or wanting to see you crash out or react.
Like
And,
that
you know,
shit.
like, oh, that's what it is. That's you need to get the fuck away from me. That's
Sure.
the edge you on to do the shit. You trying to prove to him you gangster and shit and gonna stand on what you said you was gonna do. Now your 4 kids don't got their daddy. You know, just shit like that.
Yeah. And like I was saying earlier, they expected you to crash out about that Vaughn tweet, but I'm glad. But looking now, you're doing exactly what the advocates for Pushing Peace is doing now.
Right.
And also another thing, what people believe Pushing Peace is, at least what it is, whoever you had issues with back in the day, you sit in the same room, talk it all out, and then move on from it. And that's what J Mane did with 2 people, Tay Savage and Mimo Son. So it's like, but some people say Pushing Peace is not just for the sake of that. It gotta be people who had real beef and was actually out here doing something, sitting down with each other. But considering you're someone who's very mature and wise and can look at things from multiple angles here, for Chicago at least, what do you believe Pushing Peace is, and what do you think it could? What do you think it take for it to have a real impact for the city?
I'm gonna tell you this. So, Pushing Peace, what it is to me, if you think about the word pushing, like we pushing drugs, promoting this. Hey, I got I got blah, blah, blah. So it's like, no, I'm not just saying this with my mouth, but I got product that actually is showing this. Whether it's in my interviews, this is content. You know what I'm saying? Whether I put up this song, or I made this post, or I made this caption, I don't have to say I'm pushing peace for you to see what pushing peace looks like. You see what I'm saying? So you got that aspect. Not just saying it when y'all think it's cool or I ran into J Mane, so I said it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But also I think for Chicago as a whole, as the unity type shit, it's gonna take the bigger names of Chicago. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna like the Dirk to do that gonna mean way more than, you know what I'm saying? J Mane to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Did you hear about the phone call? Dirk and J Mane phone call?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not even saying with him.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not even saying Dirk sit down with a specific somebody. Like for Dirk, the voice to be directly, hey shorties, used to be like this, that's not cool. It could be real simple. For a lot of kids, sometimes when you get too intellectual, you could lose them. So you gotta be mindful who you're talking to. And bro got a lot of the youth for Chicago, you know, and it's been that way for a while. So he could just simple message, you know, this ain't the, you know, that ain't the way. I used to think like this too. I used to let my feelings get the best of me too, want to, you know, crash out and do this, woo. But now that I'm matured, you know what I'm saying? I done lost this person. I wish I knew this then. I wish I had somebody. I'm gonna talk to y'all like I'm talking to the younger version of me. You see what I'm saying? It's to kind of just be more direct. It could be just that, and that's almost way more powerful than him sitting down with any other rapper, you know, or man. It's just like, no, the voice of the people, talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and it's like, no, he didn't just. They'll remember that because ain't nobody, and because a lot of times with people, it ain't about the fucking message, it's about the messenger. Yeah. So I could say the same shit all day, but if Dirk was in my shoes saying the same things, what J Mane said hit different. Because he's cooler in their eyes. He got the record deal. He got the, you know, the $1 million machine behind him. So when he say it, it's just reaching way more ears than when Montana 300 said it. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. So that's real, truly pushing peace. Some people, you know, we push peace. I want to talk to the room and you, but I still want your homie right there dead. I still ain't forgot what your homie over there did. I want his ass dead. If I had a chance and one of them, I'll pop his ass. You know, it's like, some people is like, we aware that could be the case. And you just saying this shit for the cameras. You know what I'm saying? When you leave that message and shit directly like that, you know, to the kids or to the youth or to even just, you know, your homies. Like, we don't need We don't need all these guns in every video. Those that know, you know, we used to kind of do that, but now we don't need a whole bunch of blicks and all around, you know, the interviews and, you know, I don't got to sit up here with, yeah, bro, you hold this 100,000, you hold this 100,000, because I'm trying to think something about us. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think more of us, want to get closer to us. You know what I'm saying? Want y'all to think it's really money over here, so come over here and sign with us. Like, it's not no shit I'm doing to trick y'all minds or, you know, persuade y'all, any type of shit. It's just, no, you I look like I got money, but you can't tell how much, and that's how it should be. You move like that. It's not about the money. I don't want you to be in my face because of my chain. I don't want you to be in my face because of my bag. You know, like fuck with me for, you know, what's inside of me. You know what I'm saying? What I give you that came from outside of me. You know what I'm saying? My thoughts, my heart, all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you know it's real solid.
Sure. You know what? This is me just encouraging unity and everything like that. As of now, Dirk has recently been preaching that he's really trying to grow, really trying to do better and be more of an actual positive voice for the people and everything. And considering, outside of y'all both having 300 in your name and everything, if you can, or if you choose to, find time to reach out to him. Because maybe if he hears from you that this is what you're thinking, he'll take it into consideration. He seems like he's more open to suggestions and everything. Right. At least now he is, because he has been growing. Because over time he was one way, then he tried falling back off it. Then he fell back into that same mental trap. Then now he's really trying to break free of that. So fine. So I'm just encouraging him. On a side note, but yeah,
he had a couple messages before, tweets and shit like that. You know, just some positive shit too. But that was some years ago. But yeah, I probably will.
Okay. Yeah. Salute to everybody else that's been mentioned throughout this interview.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, time for the most important questions of all. Now, and this is a question that applies for everybody, by the way. How are y'all feeling mentally?
Peace.
Cool.
Good. Yeah.
Man, mentally, I'm ambitious right now. You know what I'm saying? I think we all are a new level.
Say
We're
that.
ambitious. We got a lot of product that's about to drop. You know, for y'all. I'm you know, thankful. You know, like I said, it's a lot of people that's not here with us no more. You know what I'm saying? That was just here. You know, how you want to look at it? Just here, 2020. You know, 2023. How you want to look at it? 2015, whatever. But we lost a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So. You know, you gotta just appreciate your days, man. Appreciate your time. That's what life is made up of, time. So, you know, I say time is of the essence. That shit means more and more to me, you know, as I get older. You know what I'm saying? And you really see, like, it'll never be another moment like this. Like, this moment won't be again. I can come do another interview with you, but it won't be this exact. You know what I'm saying? We'll be a little bit older.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit wiser. You know what I'm saying? We'll be a little bit different. Does that make any sense? So, yeah, mentally, man, it's what I say, it's a your head up, don't stress. It's a blessing just to be above the, you know, it's a privilege just to be above the ground. You know, you're so blessed. So it's just things like that. You know, it's plenty of people that, you know, there's people under the ground that, you know, wish they was in our shoes on our worst days, just so in that day I could hug my mama again. You know what I'm saying? In that day I could hug my brother again. You complain about this shit, nigga, you get to go hug your mom. Nigga, you get to hug your son. My son is gone. You know what I'm saying? For some people. And it's like, you gotta appreciate this shit, man. The ups and downs, you know, it's all part of the roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? You know, the rain, the sunny days, all that type of shit. You know, you got people that's scared of the rain. You got people that's not gonna stand with you when the rain comes. You know what I'm saying? Cause I only want to be right there next to you when you shine. Are you in the rain? I ain't going out there with him. I ain't finna go be with him and see if he needs some help. Hey, bro, you need an umbrella. You need somewhere. You need to come in. You need somewhere to go. I don't give a fuck about you like that. So you got a team. You done trim certain shit down. You know what I'm saying? See what's what. You know, solid, and everybody's still living, and you ain't got you know, even people that you don't hang around with no more. You know what I'm saying? You still you know, y'all don't wish no bad on each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's a blessing. You know, to grow apart from somebody and it still be, you know, love when y'all greet each other or see each other, you know, and you keep it moving and stuff like that. So I'm at a certain place mentally where, you know, I'm appreciating this shit more than ever, if that make any sense.
For sure. The reason why I asked that question is because one thing I may have noticed that over time it's a lot, but if like from my position, as an interviewer, blogger, whatever you want to call it, it's a lot of people that may talk to rappers for content or just talk to us to like get them to say or controversial, whatever the case may be. But they don't. Some people be forgetting to realize these are humans as well. They have, like how you just mentioned, how some people only want to see when you shine or only want to see when you're down. It be those type of people out here.
Yeah,
but we also got people like me who think, regardless of whatever the case may be, you should still get checked up on, because who could say you could be on your worst days and this one person reaching out could have stopped it all.
Right. No, facts. And it's some people in their life shit, or men never got asked that. You know what I'm saying? Like that motherfucker Charleston White said. He said, "I never had a grown man tell me I love you, like ever." You know what I'm saying? And it's like shit. My son got teammates. You know, they dads not in their life. See them niggas to this day. They in high school now. What up, Montana? Blah blah blah. All right, man. I love you, man. I love you too. And I know I'm the only motherfucker that ever told them that. You know what I'm saying? As far as a man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As a role model, it's like, and their example of being a father will be shit. I saw how Montana was with my teammate. I saw how Montana was with my teammate and his little brother. You know what I'm saying? So that's their example. He did this. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause a lot of us don't have that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get that. I seen a couple niggas walk past and go in the room with my mama, but they ain't teach me nothing about how to be a man or a dad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like shit. All he might have wanted was as a kid, just shit, nigga, give me a little toy or something, nigga, get a video game or something. Like, go about your, you know. But it's like it's so much more than that as far as being a man and father than a gift. And it takes, you know, it sometimes takes a boy a lot to go through a lot to realize that, you know, they become a dad and it's like, oh shit, I bought him this, I bought him that. Like, what the fuck else you want for me to do? It's like, nah, man, the time, the wisdom, the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? The comfort, the protection, you know what I'm saying? Just being there, being close, constantly knowing, no, my protector gonna pop up again. No, my protector is one call away. I know he coming. Not I hope he coming. You know what I'm saying? When the kid got that, it's like everything is different. We let them get to enjoy their childhood, you know, because it's like if the devil come knocking, shit, my pop's gonna fuck shit up. You know, not oh shit, I'm 12 years old, just me and my mom in here. Somebody a grown man breaking, what the fuck I'm gonna do with it? I'm too little. You know what I'm saying? A lot of boys deal with that for years, you know? And they feel like, you know, I gotta look tough all the time. I gotta do like this because I gotta look like, don't play with me and my mom. Don't play with me and my little sisters, my brothers. It's like, because I don't have a man that his presence alone just look intimidating. He got muscles, he been benching, he done, you know what I'm saying? All this other type of shit is like, so you got that little nigga sitting around looking like this with a mug 24/7. And you might see a grown man walk in the room with his mom and he look at this little nigga, he laugh and he think he tough. What he gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you looking tough all the time, like that shit gonna intimidate me as a man. You know what I'm saying? It's like little boys gotta deal with that shit all over. It's not no rare shit. It's not no new shit. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of boys don't get to enjoy their childhood.
Go with them to prison too.
You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Especially in prison, it's there.
And they
Shit,
find
they
out it
already
don't
got their
work.
practice, yeah.
That shit don't work in here.
It definitely true. Oh, fuck. But all right, though. Now, just final important questions here. Then we're gonna call this a day. So now, this is the part where I would want to. This is me being encouraging more positivity and everything right here. So basically, what I would do is like just throw a couple rappers' names at you if you're aware of them, if you can, if you don't mind, of course. Just say one thing positive about or to them, and this can be for everybody else as well. So, down for it?
All right, let's try it.
All right, now, first one, and I'm gonna just say her just because you say your son listens to her. Star Bandz.
How happy my son get when he play her music. I'm messing with her already off that alone. Chicago. Somebody black doing something positive. All of that, I'm always all for it. But yeah, going back to the advice I gave earlier in the video, you know, just make sure you're growing. You know, make sure you add into yourself, add into your mental. You know what I'm saying? Know that crashing out ain't a good thing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like using that word because it's a thing to say and it's a cool thing to say. You know, it's like we can master rap. Somebody can master basketball or whatever, but the main thing we gotta master is ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Our feelings when shit go left, we get to feel in the type of way. We start, even though we don't want to feel like that, in a sense we're losing control. So you got to make sure you catch yourself in certain times and don't crash out, whatever that may mean. But yeah, you know, fall in love with being a teacher. Like I said, you're young, you know, right now, so you're also a teacher. So make sure you sprinkle some of the good gems and good things that you might learn as you get older in life. Put that in your music too. There's a lot of kids that, you know, need it and look up to you, little boys, little girls, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? We all one. So just be mindful of that.
For sure. And considering I've met our band before, she seems like she's very lovely and mature, so I'm pretty sure she'll catch on to that.
That's what's up.
Hopefully y'all can lock in too.
That's what's up.
All right, next one's your boys, Taste Av BUW. I really believe you should have signed them, but go ahead.
All right. Them, it's always love. You know what I'm saying, with them on any, you know, type of shit. Taste Av, he had made my Heat Stroke beat. So I'm forever thankful for that.
Oh, he produced that?
Yeah, it's one of my songs. Yeah. And,
Oh, you better get back at producing.
Yeah.
Bro, that dog raw as fuck.
Yeah, man, them niggas know my energy. You know, it's always the same. You know, it's always love this way. They always, you know, pull up. You know, or whatever. You know, my energy don't change. You know, for anybody that I'm fucking with. You know. As long as they don't, you know, nobody fuck that up. But with them, they been solid. They got a spot in my heart. Just not just off the Pappy shit, you know what I'm saying? But even when I was around them, everything niggas was solid. You know what I'm saying? 100 stuff like that. I hope they keep grinding because they definitely up there with the you know, the top spitters and shit. You know, in Chicago. Period. But yeah, man, I just wish the niggas nothing but the best, man. They already know it's love this way.
So, next one, I'll give you a few more. Lil Bibby.
Bibby, he showed me props a number of times, you know what I'm saying? Even in a time where, you know, there was other people hating and, you know, taking shots and stuff, you know, at Montana 300 and stuff like that. Like, he tweeted and said, mentioned my name and said bars, all capital letters, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I just love when, you know, when it's a thing to hate somebody and it's like, it's one person that they don't mind, you know, being their own man and be like, nah, like, I ain't got no reason to hate on dude, I don't even fucking know dude. I'm giving him his props, you know, for that. And he did that in an interview on Twitter, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, and he could have, you know, went the way of the crowd or just didn't even speak on me at all, you know what I'm saying?
Sure. And
he mentioned my name in a time where I wasn't, you know, as big yet, you know, and certain things like that. So, you know, salute to him, you know, on that. And just the whole, you know, coming from the trenches alone, making something of yourself, all the way to the management side with Juice WRLD and everything like that. It's like that's not normal, and Juice WRLD was a hell of an artist and shit too. So you know, how seeing him and some of his brothers move and stuff like that, kind of remind me of me and my brothers. I'm real tight with my brothers, you know what I'm saying? And I always love when I see a brotherhood or, you know, somebody looking like they really holding each other down and got each other back, especially trusting each other with business and shit like that.
Sure.
So, you know, from the outside looking in and seeing that, you know what I'm saying, I admire that about him too. So, yeah, salute to Bibby though.
For sure. The next one, two more for you. King Yella.
King Yella, always, it's definitely love, you know what I'm saying? I've seen bro, ran into him, you know, multiple times, just on accident, you know what I'm saying? Vegas, all type of shit. Different places, I think Arizona before. But anyway, bro always show love, you know, go out his way to show love. We did like a track or two together. So shit, in my book, shit, it's all love this way. Like he know that. Like I said, same energy every time we meet and pick up or whatever. But him too. Shit, he showed love, you know, at the time I was coming up, and a lot of other people was, you know, choosing to hate. But shout out to Yella though.
Yeah, for sure. It is true. Yella always want to stand out and always want to give credit as due, especially to you when the time's coming, of course. And just to be on a high note here, may rest in peace too, King Von.
I don't really know much about him other than, you know, the shit he said or however you viewed me or looked at what I said, you know, on the internet or whatever at that time. I'm also aware of, you know, who he hang with, who he's connected to and shit like that. But like I said, a lot of times when men sit down, you know what I'm saying, and you lay everything out, I just feel like, you know, a lot of times we all got maturing to do and shit like that. But I use this situation even sometimes when I even tell Shorty, like, man, if he could look into his future and see that, you think he would have did the same thing? And they like, no. I'm like, exactly. I'm like, so sometimes things don't go as we plan. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, so you gotta, you know, get a hold of yourself, control yourself, know how to stop yourself, because sometimes we could be our own worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I was crashing out at the time. You know what I'm saying? For whatever I was mad about. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I was upset about. And it's like, I ain't thinking about shit else except for smashing this nigga right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's things like that, and it's like, that choice, that decision he made hurt a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I know he was loved. You know what I'm saying?
Very much so.
So it's like, I look at him like the person, like, he didn't really get his chance to grow as far as grow into that, you know, that mature man or that stage we seeing Dirk at right now.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't get to see him, you know, like, go there. And it's like, a lot of times, like, I think I heard Tony Yayo say this before. Like, he like, when I hear rappers beef, he said, I ain't paying attention to the rapper. He said, I'm paying attention to the nigga right there next to him. He said, that's gonna be the nigga that pulled the trigger. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, he's absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? Majority of the time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, some people is like, you really think it's just you and him? You really think it's just you and him beefing? Like, it's a nigga, you don't know his name, you don't know shit he did, you don't know if he about that life, not about that life, and his target is your fucking head. You know what I'm saying?
I have a clue what he look like.
Yeah, and it's like, so, you know, like I said before, like, we only stumble in life when we can't see. It was something that we couldn't see fully. You know what I'm saying? So if you was able to say, man, so, you know, when we go to jail, it's like, something told me don't leave the crib today. Now I'm sitting in jail. It's like, yeah, if you was able to see what was waiting around the corner at this specific time, or that squad car that was sitting right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just certain shit like that. So a lot of times with the rappers that's dead and gone, from Pappy to Von and shit like that, I'm pretty sure a lot of us, or the people that love them at least, you know, wish that they can go back or show them first before they could, you know, so they could sway they movement different. But like I said, even about, it could be somebody that can diss me in 2021 and then 2005, they like, we shaking hands, and it's like, nah, bro, I was immature then. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't woo, but since then I done met bro. These type of conversations, it slowly changed my outlook. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's a blessing that we got to grow from that. You see what I'm saying? When at one point in time, it's like, I don't want to talk, nigga, it's on site. Shit, it's on site then. I'll be ready when you see. You know what I'm saying? Certain shit like that, and it's like, nah, man, like, we gotta give each other time to grow. Yeah, just cause I'm on this level, you can't expect this other nigga to be on your level. He ain't been through what you've been through, and you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of times you see the flaws, you see somebody say certain shit, it's like, I didn't take it as what he said, and I didn't take it as no threat to my life. You know what I'm saying? To where like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go take his life. Or I hope somebody else take his life. But he didn't say shit about my life being at risk. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, I never looked at Devon shit like that. But like I said, I know he was loved by a lot of our people, you know what I'm saying? And shit like that. So it's unfortunate and shit like that. So a lot of them, him, Pappy, all of them, a lot of these niggas that had beefs and gang shit going on, and you know, all that type of shit. Like, man, if we can go back and fix that all and bring them niggas back, you know, we have a lot. Like I just said, that shit hurt a lot of us. It hurt a lot of our people. When I say us, you know what I'm saying? For them to go, like, a lot of people looked up to y'all. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people was expecting new shit from y'all, constant shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All that type of shit. A lot of people was not only just fans, but really like loved you. You know what I'm saying? As a even on some fan shit, like no, I love him. I'm going to drive 8 hours, 12 hours just to see him in person. It ain't necessarily even about him having a message or not. It's no. The little girl, they really love King Von, and they his fan. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like certain shit like that. So I understand that aspect. So it ain't even about my feelings at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, when we talk about my feelings, I didn't see that or hear that and wish death on him. You know what I'm saying? No type of shit like that. That's why I said, for him and anybody else that got a problem, like we can meet like men. That's what I said.
For sure.
And we handle it from there wherever the fuck it goes. But yeah, it's definitely unfortunate, and he was definitely gonna be keep growing. He was only getting bigger. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So yeah, that's for sure.
And as far as Pappy and Von, I can guarantee if they both had a chance to steer and let time fly and then get to be in front of you and get to talk to you and everything, I believe as far as Von, he would have been more mature at that time, and then he would have talked about that. Y'all came to a mutual understanding and everything. And as far as Pappy, it may be potentially a chance he would have signed to you.
Right.
And also cleared up if he wore bandanas because of you.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. So his manager told you that part? About
his manager was chopping with my manager, so when he got the phone with him, he told me that.
Oh,
so
okay.
This ain't no, and that's KP the manager. So this not no. Oh, his homie told me that, or his brother. It's like no, they was him. My manager was on the phone constantly after his death, and they was talking, and he told him, like, man, he said this. I'm like, no, I didn't know that. So that's where that come from. This ain't no. Pappy got that from me. He would have never worn no bandana if it was me. It's like, no, I'm flattered by the shit. So it's like,
Okay.
Like, yeah, fuck with him.
Yeah, because
whoever is ever offended by that shit, they looking at it in a total wrong way. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I wore bandanas because I was watching the Hot Boys, Lil Wayne and Juvenile and BG and them as a kid.
Oh, word?
So yeah, so that's what me, Montana with bandanas. That's where that shit come from. So it's not like no. I'm the original of this or blah, 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 no type of shit. Like, no, I fuck with Pappy all the way 100. And his brothers know that too. This ain't no, I'm trying to get clout off him or I want people to think, I'm above him or some type of shit like that. Like, no, a lot of us inspired by, a lot of others that came before us. Shit like that, so.
Okay, well, yeah. Because despite that statement, his brother never once got offended by that. It was only his friends. But thanks for making that clear. It just managed.
That's all good.
All right, now for the most important questions of all, and this is where everybody can chop in at, and just let me know if you're aware. And this is TCW feedback. Now, I got some dilemma questions, and I got the real questions here, but this is just from feedback from me, just so I can understand myself a little bit. Are you aware of the interviews that I've done in the past, outside the ones that I tagged you in?
Me, I'm not.
Okay. Well. With me in interviews and everything, I don't really try to just reach out to everybody who has a high substantial name. I really don't care. I really could care less about that. It's really just about if you want to do this or not.
Right.
Chop it up with you.
Gotcha.
And I've been told from people who's in the same level of status that you are, that when I interview people, sometimes I can't interview quote unquote anybody, and that's because it's like I should be trying to aim for a certain goal or higher targeted range of people to sit down with. And
right.
I question myself from time to time and everything about it, but that's just for what one artist has told me.
Right.
From your standpoint, as far as me, when I choose out interviews, and I'm asking you this because you're someone who can look from all angles, of course.
Right.
When it comes down to me interviewing people, should I only look for a certain level of who to sit down with, just so I can learn by myself?
I don't really know your whole tactic, but all I'm gonna say is just genuinely be you, bro. Whatever you scout out, whoever you feel like I would like to sit down with, or the people would like to see me sitting down with, that's who you should sit down with. Because I do this with producers. Motherfucker be, hey bro, I produce, I make music, I made beats for such and such, and they get the name of it. I say, hey bro, that name shit don't work with me. If your shit hot, bro, it's hot. I don't give a fuck. I'm not finna pick Zaytoven over you just because his name is fucking Zaytoven. I'm not finna, pick Metro Boomin because, like, bro, that shit was just better than the shit Metro just played. I'm gonna be fucking fair to you. I'm not finna go pick my son B because that's my son. No, in this moment, I'm gonna be fucking fair as any ref is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna be, I'm biased because this producer from Chicago and he from Arizona. I'm pick Chicago. It's like, no, bro, I'm listening to the fucking beat. You see what I'm saying? Right. So that's how I'm gonna be. So whatever your process, if it's genuinely, you know, in your heart, whether you feel like they need a break or, oh, I ain't big enough, or it's like, you know, maybe I could see if somebody was reaching out to you and they wasn't big enough, and it's like, I'm not even hearing you. I'm not even checking for you. You know what I'm saying? Certain shit like that. But if you feel like, oh, I check their music out, I fuck with them, shit, let's bring them on the show. Like, those things will always be good to do because it gives people, it gives the little people, whoever they consider little people, not having too many followers, not having a big platform, it give them hope. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, he showed love to this dude and he only had 5,000 followers. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's like, then that's when motherfuckers will start knowing about him. You know what I'm saying? So, in a sense, you probably don't know this, but you might be that soldier boy for the Chief Keef, the next Chief Keef. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, when I went on your motherfucking interview, that's when motherfuckers started clicking on my name. You know what I'm saying? Sure. And it just was like, you know, and when something is a true blessing and it's from the heart, it ain't about you owe me this. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's what you want to do to people. That's why some people get an interview and, hey man, this artist ungrateful, this artist ungrateful, this artist ungrateful, because I put them all on the track before and they blew up. You know what I'm saying? I hate when people do that. It's like, no, bro, I was hoping you blow up when I did a track with you. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, yo, I don't need you getting on every interview talking about something, hey man, I just want to say, without Montana 300, none of this would be possible. That's not going to make me feel better at the end of the fucking day. You know what I'm saying? Whether you mention me or not, me and you both know what the fuck went on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I did. It's like, bro, go shine, bro. Be bigger than life. You know, I have no problem. Even if you go and be bigger than me one day, I ain't gonna be told, hey nigga, you ungrateful. Because I ain't heard from you since you blew up. You know what I'm saying? You must have forgot what the fuck I did. You forgot where you come from. You come from me because we sat down and did a song together before. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, nigga, I'm not your dad. I don't own you. You know what I'm saying? No, none of that shit. So, yeah, that's pretty much it though, man. I would just say that, like, just be genuinely be you. Don't start acting Hollywood. If people think, oh, you should start acting Hollywood. Well, oh man, you come talk to me, you gotta have at least, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have at least 40K views. You know what I'm saying? I remember World Star did that shit to me back in the day. I dropped when Derrick Rose won MVP, 2011, I dropped a song called Derrick Rose MVP song. And I dropped the video and it was like doing some little numbers for me and stuff. And I had sent it to World Star. And they're like, yeah, to get on here, you gotta have 40,000 views. I'm like, damn. They had like 18,000 some of the time. I'm like, all right, just send it back when I get there. You know what I'm saying? So later on, I'm grinding, I'm working. That video get up to 40,000. I send that bitch again. They like, oh, yeah, now you gotta have 80,000 to get on there. So I'm like, damn, it's been a while, so maybe that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Get up to 80,000, I send it again. I don't get a respond back. You know what I'm saying? So years and years go by. Now I'm blowing up. You know, Chirac, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I get a call like 2017, like, yo, some dude named, I think his name was Jay. He like, this Jay over World Star. He said, I just want to personally call you. I don't even know how you got my number. He said, I just want to personally call you and apologize, you know, to you. He said, for over the years, you know, he said we had a lot of like artists, like Chicago artists, telling us shit like your views was fake, and you know they don't fuck with you, and telling us not to fuck with you. He said, I'm not saying no names, but it was multiple of them. He said, but when we just did this, I guess he said some type of sweep on the internet where they found out who had fake Instagram followers and all this other type of shit, fake YouTube views. I guess they did some like sweep thing where it exposed that and took everybody's shit down to where it's supposed to be. They said, man, you one of the only few artists who your shit all checked out as legit, you know? He said, so me and I think he said Jello or somebody else that was over there, Gio, some shit like that. He said, we looked at each other like, yo, maybe motherfuckers was just hating on dude, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you think? You know what I'm saying? So he's like, man, I just want to tell you, man, whatever you got, man, just send it my way, man. I'll post it, man. I got you. I just want to give you a personal apology, you know? And I'm like, man, that's real. That's what's up. And that's some shit. And I started sending my shit. They was posting my shit. But I think dude don't even work over there at World Star no more. I think he left the company and some shit. But yeah, that's how that went. But you know, you got certain motherfuckers. It's like, you know, when they feel you coming, it's like, man, we gotta put some negative shit out there about them. Say something. No, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like I done had motherfuckers sit down with rappers, you know, that was bigger than me. I wasn't gonna say, well, I don't give a fuck. She was this chick one time. She was around Meek and them all the time. You know what I'm saying? This was like 2016, I think. She like, man, I'm finna go around him and O'Malley, his homie at the time. Like, she's like, I'm finna tell them, you know, niggas bring your name up, tell them fuck with you, show them your shit. And she hit me later on, like pissed off, like man, they act like they ain't fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, they ain't like they know who you is and shit already too. So I'm just thinking like, damn, maybe it's Dirk fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? So maybe Dirk, like, you know, some people, they loyalty lie. And you fuck with dudes? Like, yeah, but I don't fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? It's, okay, man, that's all they did. I don't go fuck with him then. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that some niggas operate that way. So that was my best guess, so that's probably what it was, you know. Dirk had artists even diss me before, you know, in the past. And this shit like that. So like I said, it was 2014, and you got certain things like Dirk not the same Dirk he was 2014, 2024, so a lot of shit. Like I said, if it ain't shit it's not a threat on motherfucking life, it's like, let a motherfucker be. They probably mature over time, you know what I'm saying, hopefully.
And what I was telling you earlier, Dirk is finally getting to that point where he really do wants to be dreaming.
Facts.
At least this time.
Yeah. So so just seeing the growth, man, is dope, period. But yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, for sure. And this is something that I can learn from, not just from me, but for bloggers overall. I've been told by another artist who I interviewed recently, a few months ago, that sometimes I can post a lot about them or whatever case, but if something tragically was to happen to them, it could be my fault because I done put up this much stuff about them, and it was a whole lot of negative that was surrounding it. Then me putting shit up, it can fall back on me because I'm the one that's putting it out there.
Right.
But as far as me, of course there was a little debate about it, but this is basically saying sometimes bloggers can cause an artist to die, basically.
I mean, that shit can go in all type of aspects. I could be your homie, but me and him could be homies, and we rapping about killing the gangster music, and then somebody could say I'm the reason he got killed, even though the motherfucker that shot him is a nigga that's in his fucking neighborhood that he see sometime, and they don't got shit to do with me. He just mad. You over here doing songs with Montana. You over here, woo, you popping your shit. So yeah, somebody could blame me, and then whoever post our video, me and him got the most. We got the JoJo, you know, BDK video, something as big as that, and you posted on your motherfucker coming to you. You the reason that they, you see what I'm saying? Right. They could try to blame you. You could blame every nigga standing in this video with me too, if you want to. If you want to try, but you can't look at that shit like, nigga, I post the same shit for everybody, bro. So you don't try to connect me with the shit. Like, you know I'm a fucking blogger, just like you know the cameraman is a cameraman.
And you ain't gonna post the good stuff, but you ain't gonna get that many clicks on it, right?
I mean,
negative stuff, you know, it's gonna shoot up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it works both ways. It's been times where I posted some positive shit, and that did way more than negative shit. Like I'm one for both sides of the field. We can't just build on one side, because if you build on one side, then that's gonna say a lot about your character. And this is something that I've told other people as well. As far as the wave and everything, the only thing that I regret is just only building it off drill at one point. If I could go back, this is me.
But you grew, and you matured too. So you gotta.
Yeah.
As long as you can see your.
And
progress,
I was 16. I'm 21 now saying this shit.
When you can see your own progress, that's what I'm saying. That's how I got to be for a lot of artists. But a lot of people trying to take motherfuckers out their glow and all this other shit before they let them grow.
Sure.
And shit like that. Like,
thankful to God that I'm able to see that by myself.
Yeah, it's all love, man.
For sure. Thank you for that. And now for the last 3 important questions here, and then we're gonna call it a day. And I do appreciate everyone once more, because this is definitely something big for me. Especially like I was telling you, like you was one of my favorite rappers growing up. I listened to the whole crew, so this was amazing for me. So now TCW feedback. You didn't have to do this interview. None of y'all did, but y'all definitely did sit down. Y'all did chop it up with your boy, and I do appreciate that. And y'all definitely. So it's a sign that y'all do support the wave and everything. But is there any specific reason why y'all do?
Why? Well, for me personally, you know, I just told them, you know, that I had the interview coming up with you or whatever. So for me personally, I got like a number of reasons. Like shit, it's blogs out there that like say Cheese would only post anything that was negative or controversial when he would post on me, and I had spoke to him. He asked me for a sit down interview after the Bandz stuff and all that stuff, and it's like okay, I sit down and do the interview, and I'm like, I told him in the interview, like, make sure you post some of the positive shit. Like I did the song that I Can't Breathe, the George Floyd shit was happening, and I'm like, you know, so post some of that too. Don't just post shit that you know people gonna want to oppose or argue about. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And he was, oh yeah, you know, I got you, but didn't. You know what I'm saying? And So you just, you know, see certain shit like that, and it's like you was one of the only platforms that I know, you know, was posting, whether it's I dropped a new video, it was something positive, or bringing up the tweet, you know, like it's been 4 years and still ain't, you know what I'm saying? All the way to, shit, bro, you owe Montana 300 apology. And did that in the interview with him. It's like, you didn't have to do that, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, so that spoke to me volumes about the type of person you are. You know, you got the mask on and shit, but it spoke on your heart, you know what I'm saying? It spoke on your mind, how I'm looking at it and shit, you know? So like I said, you know, I'm sure this could be helpful for you as well, you know what I'm saying, as far as me sitting down with you and shit like that. So I showed up today, you know, and this from the heart, you know what I'm saying? And just, this is my way of saying thank you, if that make any sense. But yeah, that's why.
Well, I'm always wanting to be here for you, bro. For sure. What about the rest of y'all?
For the coach, represent the city, shit, so I'm 100% behind.
Be honest, I'll be out the loop. Like, I'm anti-social for real. So
Yeah, that's the nigga. I'll be like, let's get your ass up here, man. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm glad you brought it. I did want to meet him as well, too.
Yeah, that's what's
so,
up.
yeah, you know what? When folks say you got weed, I'm supporting bro, you know, but I am glad that we came when I got to meet you and shit. You know,
On definitely.
Yeah, you fuck with y'all, fuck with you.
So, so I'm taking that's the main thing that stood out to you about me overall.
Yeah, that's all that I could remember. Yeah.
Okay, great. And
It just didn't look like you was like picking some side shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, even with old girl defended me, you know, and saying I was the best and all this other stuff. Yeah, he was posting that even too. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm like, I see this shit. Like, if he had some hate for me, he wouldn't post none of this. You know what I'm saying? And I know that for a fact. In a world where I'm like, Kanye told me, like, dude, you an intimidating motherfucker. And I'm like, huh? I'm thinking he's saying I'm intimidating him right now. I'm like, oh, he's like, no, I don't mean me. He said, I'm saying, he said, you gotta understand. He said, a lot of rappers, where they from, when they come to rap, they number one. He said, you coming around, it's gonna make them look, ain't nobody trying to rap behind that shit you got. He like, so that shit could be intimidating. I ain't doing something for what? So I could look like I'm clearly beneath him? You know what I'm saying? Like, hell no. He like, motherfuckers, they not gonna fuck with you along off that. You know what I'm saying?
All away from.
And then later on, years later, I heard J. Cole speak on that. He said he think people don't want to feature with him because they think he's gonna out-rap them and shit.
he said niggas not worthy to be on his shit.
You probably got to saying that afterwards. You know what? Fuck y'all. Y'all ain't worthy to be on my shit now.
Yeah, KOD,
Let me look at the other side of this shit.
You know, for shit show.
Actually, these niggas don't even fucking deserve.
Yeah, I could have
Deserve
this.
this.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so even in the Chicago list of rap, like I almost like really, I just feel like they don't even. People don't put me in that fucking category anyway. Like I see, like, oh yeah, I think the best rappers, and I just seen, you know, boxes of people's faces.
Oh yeah, and then for you, they want to say not you.
They have, yeah, not you, or don't count him, or he don't count. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I really don't count. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, word?
Yeah, I'm saying I'm fine with not counting because it's like no, because I don't know about you, probably don't know this, but when we was growing up, like listening to rap, it was like two niggas that we always like just put in a category they own, and that was either Eminem or Twisted. It's like he just over here, he just different. You know what I'm saying? Like just scoot him over here. Like you can't really, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it was like, so I kind of, cause it's like a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, don't fucking mention all them other names and then mention Eminem. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude is at the top. It's like we ain't gonna count him. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, you know, what do you think the best is? But you gotta put Mike and Brian, you know, maybe Kobe over here, scoot them over here. What do you think the best? So that's how I feel about this shit. Like. Like, I've been destroying rappers over half my life. And there's no exaggeration. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm never running out of this shit. Like,
Yeah, you clearly not.
I'm still learning. I'm still adding on. I'm only getting better. I'm only getting smarter. And I got a way with words and putting shit and, you know, translating shit and, you know, and understanding the science of people interpreting this shit and being able to, you know, it's like a professional riddler, if that make any sense. You know, can't everybody unscramble a riddle. You have to bring certain people in to do it. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So this type of shit that I'm like, I can't just teach you how to rap like me and you got it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't work like that. So, yeah, that type of shit is like, man, put me in the category. Don't even put me in the fucking category with, I ain't saying Chicago rapper, but nobody. Like, if you want to put me over here with the Wayne and just the Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Like if you gonna put me in, don't even like.
Hey, you speaking the truth though. I do hear you on this.
Yeah,
All right,
you know
man.
What I'm saying? And it's like, you know, that's cool, but it's like, don't ask me who you think got better out of Jay-Z and Wayne. That's how I feel. Don't ask me no dumbass question like that. Don't ask me another dumbass question like, who you think the best out of Wayne and Busta Rhymes? You know, don't ask me no dumb. Who you think the better rapper between Wayne and Tupac? It's like, dude, Tupac really didn't use metaphors. Like, what are you talking about? Are you talking about lyricists? You know what I'm saying? Are you talking about album sold or some shit? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, even with basketball, we gotta ask, like, what's your method of measurement? Because if you're talking rings, then we're not talking about the same thing. That's why we gonna keep clashing, because you thinking rings to measure greatness. I'm not thinking that. You know what I'm saying? You think album sales. You think, oh, you know, shit. Who you think got more money? You got the Chief Keef and Lil Durk. It's like, whoever got the most money, that means it's the best rapper. Because we got 6ix9ine who's over here outselling every fucking body at point in time. And it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, the money and the sales don't equate to
being a
better at rapping. You know what I'm saying? Certain shit like that. So a lot of people don't understand. So yeah, I'll be fine being in my own world. You know what I'm saying? Put me off to the side. You know what I'm saying? Leave me be.
For sure.
Yeah.
Now the most important question, because this really tell me if I actually do better on my part. And you've been honest about everything, so feel free to not sugarcoat this.
Gotcha.
If there's one thing you don't like about TCW, what is it? And this is just for the sake of feedback and improving on my part.
Get this goddamn carpet clean. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just bullshit. But no, I fuck with it all the way around, man. I can see this shit getting even bigger than this. Keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Bags could really crazy, like y'all could.
You got
This
like
motherfucker could look crazy. No, remember it used to look like this? Now like, no, the money different. You know, the key to everything, man, being consistent, staying ambitious. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I was telling my homie over there that shit, like, man, you got any idea, man? You gotta keep that hunger alive. You know what I'm saying? Let that shit grow. We can't slow this shit down, and the consistency. So you gotta show up, pick my kid up 5 days out the week to school. He ain't gonna get home. You gotta pick this shit up 5 days a week out of the school day. You know, even if it's, I gotta work on this idea for at least an hour a day. Just like how we used to go to this class for an hour, go to that class for an hour, go to this class for an hour. It's like, treat your goals the same way. At 10 o'clock a.m., I'm gonna work on this. I'm gonna work on this book an hour every day. And guess what? That shit gonna add up. I'm gonna be done with it. But we gotta have the discipline to take ourselves to that class. Okay, I'm gonna work on this from 10 to 11 a.m. After that, I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna take a break and go to the gym 12 to 1. That's my next class. After that, I'm gonna get in the shower. I'm gonna pick up my kid from school at 3 o'clock. It's like, no, stick to that schedule. You're gonna be getting shit done. That's what's the key to consistency. Instead of every day, yeah, I'm gonna get to that. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get around to it. I'm gonna get around to it. It's like, no, you ain't going to class. You ain't ambitious enough. Same way you just showed yourself from shit, kindergarten all the way to goddamn 12th grade, that you know how to get the fuck up and go. When somebody else, but can you hold yourself accountable like that? You was doing that as a kid. Now you're an adult. So are you gonna be lazy, or do you really want this shit? So you gotta kick yourself in the ass and shit sometimes about certain shit. But no, yeah, I can see it being big, bro. I'm ready to see it. I hope you stick with it. I hope I'm gonna help. I hope I was helpful, you know, to that process.
Trust and believe.
Look forward to coming again. Like I said, you give me a real feeling that I think I give a lot of people, which is one, I'm not sugarcoating shit. Two, I'm not over here to pick sides. I'm not being biased. Like I said, I'm not finna say he the best just because that's my son. You see what I'm saying? I'm about, I stand on fairness. You see what I'm saying? I'm not finna, oh man, that might hurt bro feelings if I told him that dude shit was better than his. I'm gonna be 100 with bro. Hey bro, I don't gotta say it to the world, but hey, dude, you know what I'm saying? You gotta step your shit up, bro. Blah 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 blah. You know, tell my son, hey, my son can go to the NBA. Think I don't want it? Hell yeah. But are you ready to go now? No, you're not ready yet. You still gotta develop. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta be real and tell motherfuckers that. even when they might not want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I get that vibe from you that you give a real neutral aspect, and that shit is needed. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want no fucking ref that you really going for the other team. No, nigga, come here and fucking be fair, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Don't show the ops love. You know what I'm saying? You ain't showing them love. You know what I'm saying? You got plenty of bloggers, you know, for years. Oh shit, they post all the BD shit, but anybody GD, the BDs might get mad at me. So really, you about that relationship. You know, you want to kiss the Dirk ass, the Chief Keef ass. Oh, we ain't gonna post Duck. We ain't gonna post. You know what I'm saying? It's like that shit been going on. You know what I'm saying? And it's really all about who was winning first. If Duck and them blew up and they was bigger, then they'd have been like, oh, should we post the GDs? They said I don't want to offend them, and then they're not rocking on my platform no more. It's like, no, man, be fair, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, but you got to know in this world, the majority of people don't operate like that. So, in your case, that makes you rare, bro.
For sure.
So yeah.
And to be 100% honest, me listening to you taught me that about being fair and everything. So. So all that I can say personally, if I would have never listened to you in the music world, I would have never had to learn for myself that I don't have to be a certain way. Right. And I would have never learned to start speaking and thinking for myself. Because at one point in time I was, like,
let me say this real fast when you go on.
Go ahead.
I said, I describe my music, like I said, the gift that keeps on giving, but I feel like my music, I want to inspire people to use their own mind and think for themselves. A slave owner don't ever want you to think for yourself. No, I'm gonna tell you when to go to sleep, what to eat, when to eat.
Yeah.
I don't need you thinking for yourself because then you become dangerous. Then I might lose you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, no, I'm gonna do my part, but I also want to challenge you to think and be like, oh, you get it? No, I don't get it, bro. Tell me. It's like, think about it. Ooh, it's like, oh, and it's like now we both rocking. You're not just enjoying the vibes. It's like I got you participating. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like listening to a word puzzle. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, that's dope. And it's like, damn, so I'm challenging you in the way that your brain works. These other rappers didn't have my brain doing that. This nigga did. You know what I'm saying? So you got some people that's like, that's too much of a challenge for me. I don't like it. It made me feel stupid. He said 4 things and I didn't get any of it. People usually gonna close that book. No, hell no, man. I just read the meaning like 4 times, bro, and I didn't get it.
You know how they had labels on the side of books, like for grades? Or,
Facts.
They did that.
They need to do the rap. Yeah, this is for all the 2nd grade level. Nah, it's real though.
Yeah, though. Thank you. So yeah, definitely do. Thank you for being one of those few people who can actually motivate people like me to think better.
Always.
And think for yourself. You know?
Always.
But any final remarks, any final comments, or anything you want to get off the chest, let the people know?
Yeah, me and No Fatigue album called Top Flow.
Top Flow.
That's about to drop. Right after that, me and Tally dropping Guns N' Roses Part 2.
Finally.
I'm working. Both of those albums is already done too, by the way. We're getting the cover art done.
Yes, nigga.
May 20th, I'm gonna drop Fire in the Church Part 2. Right now. Yeah, so that's another solo album for y'all.
And here I was
even though I said I ain't gonna do no more.
Yeah, you did say you was done with albums and shit.
But I never said I was retired. So people keep me, oh, so you coming out retirement? I'll be like, when I say the word retirement. I'm like, I've been dropping remixes, singles, you know, shit with them and shit like that. I'm like, I never said retired. I just said no more solo albums. Yeah, but they've been, you know, of course they always ask, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. So I thought it'd be dope to drop it on May 20th, you know, because I got so much shit that still be coming, and I just be writing shit down and in my notes, and it's like, what the fuck I'm gonna do with this shit? I might as well give it to y'all, you know what I'm saying? So what Jay-Z said, I can't leave rap alone, the game needs me.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that's for real. But yeah, we got those projects coming out, and I'm gonna give y'all a little hint or something, but it might be a cipher album on the way too. So every song on there be like a cipher. So y'all just be on the lookout for all that shit though. Yeah.
Sure.
But that's about. I think that wraps about all that we need to say and let y'all know. A lot of new merch on the way too.
For sure.
Yeah.
Montana, Tally, J-Real, T, Dondi. Thank you all for popping out and fuck with the wave. And you guys will always and forever be, regardless of if you're pure or not, y'all always and forever be a part of the Chicago wave. So thank y'all for popping out, for fucking with me. Shout out to Firehouse, and yeah, I'll see you for part 2 one of these days as I get older.
Love, bro.
Love.
Yeah.